provide some color.
Hey, hey.
How are you?
Good.
Alrighty. Any tips?
Don't cuss.
Okay.
Just all the play,
Yeah.
and eventually you'll get the hang of it.
Okay.
Do you want to be here? Or do you want to be here?
Oh, doesn't matter. Whatever you're more comfortable with.
How about here?
Okay.
That way, 'cause this headset
Sure.
is over on this side. Right here, click listen live, click it listen live, and then when this comes up, just click here, and boom, you're live. We're live right now.
So are we on like mute right now?
People can tune in
Check 1-2.
WebSportsRadio.com, in association with KBFL, proudly presents.
Now to DeMarco. He'll chase it at the half board in the left face-off circle. Right side score! It came from behind the net, and Ryan Hoagland gets it. It was Andrew Kovacic from behind the net. He passed to Hoagland, streaking through the slot, and it is number 4 for Ryan Hoagland.
Missouri State University Ice Hockey.
And it gets over to Jamie DeMarco. He'll come down the middle, breaks free. DeMarco backhander, top shelf score! What a nice move as DeMarco tried the same move earlier, but this time he does get it over the shoulder of Messick.
Tonight the Ice Bears take on Iowa State.
Left side now, Guzzo score! A blast from the left point, right past Bunning. And with 1:48 remaining, it is now 14-2 Missouri State.
With the call, here's Steve Casson.
And live from Ames ISU Ice Arena in Ames, Iowa, it is the Missouri State Ice Bears and the Iowa State Cyclones. Hello everybody, Steve Casson along with Troy Cordy from the Division III team and team president. Troy Cordy joining me here. And Troy, well, let's talk real quickly about the D3 game. A tough game for D3, 5-2. And here's the one thing about the D3 situation is a lot of those players were Division I players who kind of not aged out, but they played out their 4 years, and they're playing on the Division III team. So to look at Missouri State with a 5-2 loss, held your own, actually had a lead in the game. There's nothing you can do when you have higher caliber players playing, but for the most part, the D3 team comes out here with a couple of losses. You can't look at that way. You played a very good game, all intents and purposes.
it's a little hard with going on and playing those higher caliber teams, but we got to do it. We got to fight it, and it gives us opportunity. Next week when we play Belleville, it's going to be just as hard as a test, so we welcome that. And today we did stand our ground a little better. Yesterday I think we got a little rattled, seeing all those guys, a little bit more speed, a little bit more talent, but it really worked out today. We fought hard and we stood our ground. That lead was awesome, and wish we could have brought it home, but we worked hard and we got some opportunity out of it.
Team is 3-3, nothing to hold your heads against as you head home. Well, you will be heading home shortly. I know that the Division III team has been on the road for the longest time, and you have Lindenwood Belleville Division II JV squad coming up this next weekend, so it'll be good to be home, won't it?
Yes, it's been some good team bonding, to say the least, the past 3 weekends. Definitely doing some team bonding these past road trips, but to have our first homestand, we're very excited. Like I said earlier, Belleville's going to be a great squad to match up against. Being their JV team, they're going to have some high caliber players, and we're excited to get that going.
Well, there is one more game between Iowa State and Missouri State, and it is the Division I squad, as the Ice Bears yesterday suffer a 7-3 loss. The game with a shorthanded goal and 5:55 left, that by Andrew Kovacic, made it a 4-3 affair, but then some quick goals by ISU, including Michael Addison with a goal and Adam Alcott, and then a power play goal by Nick Sandy late in the third period put it away to make it a 7-3 affair. And again, the Ice Bears hope to change things around tonight. The team had their own little meeting together and decided to determine what they need to do on the ice, and I think they're going in the right direction for the Division I squad. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that I think they feel they have a greater potential, does the D1 squad, than what they showed out there last night. They had a big powwow about that, and we'll see what happens here tonight. But the big key for Missouri State is getting off strong. The D3 saw that earlier. They got off strong, but Missouri State has to do the same thing and see if they can continue to maintain that. And a lot of it has to do with adjustments, and we saw that yesterday where Iowa State made a big adjustment. They were trailing 1-0, and then the Ice Bears, even on a power play, they could sense something was not right, took advantage of it, and ended up taking the lead. And that's something that Missouri State has had a hard time with, at least against some of the top teams, is not getting the lead and not being able to sustain it.
No, I know. That first goal is so crucial. You hate to dig yourself out of a hole getting down early, that goal. So getting that first goal and just starting with good tempo. Put the other team back on their heels. It's a big part of it.
The Ice Bears will have the same lineup as yesterday, with the exception of Matt Grabinski, who's out. Scratched also is Brendan McClue and Logan Lapika, who the guys are really missing there. Brendan McClue with a shoulder issue, and Logan Lapika with kind of signs of concussion issue. So hopefully that will be all cleared up, and the Ice Bears can get that back in the lineup very shortly. Mitch Fernsler will be in nets. He's 1-1 with a 2.0 goals against average, a 93.8% save percentage. And for Iowa State, they will have Matt Godeke. Godeke is 1-0 with a 1.0 goals against average and a 947 save percentage. So different goaltenders in nets, but different. The teams will not be different, that is, and we will have the same lineups for each team. Meanwhile, let's head on down to public address announcer Chris Aju for the introductions of the Missouri State Ice Bears.
Wing number 13, Connor Millard. At center, number 27, Ryan Hoagland. At right wing, number 22, James DeMarco. Coaching the Ice Bears, head coach Bob Booker. Here are your Iowa State Cyclones. In goal, a sophomore from Ankeny, Iowa, number 35, Matt Godeke. Right defenseman, a senior from Longwood, Florida, number 4, Corey Sellers. Right defenseman, a freshman from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, number 6, Nick Sandy. At left wing, a freshman from Rockford, Illinois, number 23, John Severson. At center, a senior from Bellingham, Washington, number 27, Alex Stevens. At right wing, a junior from Livonia, Michigan, number 11, Drew Carlson. And the rest of your Iowa State Cyclones. Cyclones are led to the ice by head coach and general manager Jason Fearman, assistant coach Andrew Callahan.
And we will pause for the national anthem and be back with the first period of play coming up in a moment from Ames ISU Ice Arena.
We all love the fajitas. Their margaritas get the crown. Don't forget the quesadillas. It's the best Mexican food in town.
Now your favorite Mexican restaurant is open on Sunday. Yes, Maria's Downtown is open on Sunday. So bring your family and friends and enjoy Mexico with us 7 days a week.
Hold on to your salsa and your chips.
Maria's on South Avenue in downtown Springfield.
Hi, my name's Scott Morris. I own Falstaff's Local. It's the new hockey bar in town. You're missing out if you don't come and watch some Blues games down here. You'll also be able to hear the sound of all the games. And we're located between the Hers building and the movie theater on Park Central West. We have a limited but great menu. We're open for lunch. We are the hockey bar, so come and watch all the hockey games. We're gonna cover MSU Ice Bears, the Springfield Express, and we may have some big-time NHL players show up. We are installing a train whistle down here. I think we're the only ones in town that are daring to do that. Please come and see us at Falstaff's The Hockey Bar. Thanks a lot. I will see you soon.
Back at Ames ISU Ice Arena, Steve Cass and Troy Cordy. I want to make mention that we are picking up the video feed from Iowa State, and right now they don't have a camera person. So hopefully we will have somebody show up here pretty quickly as I see the ISU broadcast crew is looking around to find out who their camera person is. You may have to do, Troy, a little impromptu camera work here for a second.
Do both commentate and camera work.
Yeah. We had Dan Dow do that last season, so hopefully you can do the same. The referees for tonight's game, as we finally have someone coming to step in. Matt Larson will be the referee. Walker Holton and Sean McFarland will be the linesmen. So Missouri State skating from the right to the left, and Iowa State from the left to the right. It will be Brian Hoagland in to take the draw, number 27 for Missouri State, and number 27 Alex Stevens for ISU. And off the draw, the Ice Bears will have control to quickly get up to Jamie DeMarco. He'll send it in. Chasing is Connor Millard. Millard, as the goaltender, stops it into the corner. Gedeke to the far side. The Ice Bears will have control on the left side to Brown. He shoots. It's deflected in front off the skate of Drew Carlson, and it's out to center. Now ISU breaks a 3-on-2. It's across the line to Alex Stevens. He had to wait for the puck to stay onside. It's behind the net. Now chased down into the corner by Colton Kramer. Kramer to the left side. Now it's Iro Halanto, who was all over the ice yesterday. As Mitch Fernsler had to make a save with his skate, it just stayed outside across the line. I'll tell you what, as a goaltender, that is the toughest thing. The Ice Bears break free. Here coming in is Alex Turin. Now a shot that misses high and wide from Mitchell Gievers. Ice Bears had a good opportunity there, as on the other side, they had trouble with the puck, but here we come. Across the line to Zach Johnson. He'll get it to the corner to Iro Halanto. He'll spin around, right side, drive in, save Fernsler. Rebound, shot missed wide. The initial drive by Jake Uglum was sent to the corner and missed wide on the follow-up shot. That one by Jake Brunn. Come the other way. Line change for Iowa State. Puck back into the Missouri State zone. The Ice Bears will do that as soon as they can. Now taken by Brennan Anderson. He will give it over to Mitchell Gievers. We'll talk to Mitchell in the first, or make that Marshall. I always confuse the two. It's Marshall Gievers, and we'll talk to him at the first period intermission. Puck across the line, 2-on-1, breaking free, right side, drive, and a save by Fernsler. Colton Kramer with the 2-on-1, finishing it up, and Mitch Fernsler with a huge save. Andrew Kovacic across the line in the ISU zone, 18-17 to go in the first period, and no score, and it's been Mitch Fernsler to keep the Cyclones off the board. Here comes Jake Arroyo, right side, save Fernsler. He's going to cover up and have enough of that. Face off with 18:06 to go in the period and no score. And boy, do your goaltenders keep you in the game.
Wow, and that's just getting off to the right tempo. And a big save like that or a big hit, I mean, both of those are just huge to keep the momentum, keep everything going, and starting the game off right.
Jason Small in to take the draw, but it's won by Adam Alcott of ISU. It goes to the far side. Now a check by Preston Blanick. Blanick had a goal yesterday. It's back behind the net. It'll go to Joseph DeLuca of ISU. Cyclones battle in the Ice Bears zone. Near side boards. No score. Steve Casson. Troy Cordy, thanks for joining us. Here's Michael Addison with a drive, far side boards. Now to go to left face-off circle to Corey Sellers. It's behind the net. It's tipped up the middle. Sellers lets it go. It'll go now. Sellers will take it as he took it in front of Michael Addison. Down in low to Joseph DeLuca. Cycling right face-off circle. Shot in, save. Fernsler rebound. A backhander in, save. Fernsler follow-up score. It was Adam Alcott on the follow-up. Could not fault Fernsler at all. He made the save, but Alcott was there on the third attempt, and it's 1-0 in favor of ISU.
Just one shot after another. That's good pressure by ISU, getting in there and just really getting deep. Missouri State just trying to keep everybody to the outside, but puck squirts loose in the middle, and they get that second shot on goal.
17:26, the time of the goal. It is Adam Alcott. That's his second of the season. And we'll catch the call, that is, from public address announcer Chris Auger in a second. But Alcott with his second of the season. Now the Ice Bears trailing by 1. Puck to Jake Uglum.
First goal of the game, 2:34 into the first period by number 15, Adam Alcott. From number 12, Preston Blanick. And number 16, Joseph DeLuca.
Those are the assists, Blanick and DeLuca. Meanwhile, the puck goes into the ISU zone, and it's chased down by Missouri State and Brendan Huber. Puck comes the other way. 2-on-2 into the zone. Now ISU moving it to the left side. Severson gets a drive in and a save by Fernsler. He's already working hard, and how difficult is that for your team? Not only the fact that your goaltender has to make a lot of saves early on, but the Ice Bears have had a hard time getting it into the ISU attacking zone.
Yeah, no, we had the same problem too. ISU does a great job of keeping that puck down low, and really their defense holds so strong at their points and really makes it difficult to break out. But just get down, get grinding, and work hard.
Far side boards once again. It'll go to Cody Reuter. He gets a pass over to Chase Ray, who gets a shot off, and it's held by Fernsler. We'll have another face-off. This will be to the right of Mitch Fernsler, and already ISU showing why they are ranked number 7 in the ACHA Division I. Doing a great job here offensively, but Connor Millard to chase the puck down. Millard runs into the goaltender, Gadecki, who loses his goaltending stick. Play continues as Millard was chasing the puck. Now the puck is out to center. Bobby Brown falls down. It's a 2-on-1. Here's Zach Johnson. He shoots high up over the blocker of the goaltender Fernsler. Puck is sent up high behind the Ice Bears net, and Anderson lost it. Now finally gets it out in front of his crease to Jamie DeMarco, who flips it out as the Ice Bears want to line change. They will get that done, and it goes to Jake Arroyo. Now a line change for the Cyclones of Iowa State. Puck stolen, now taken by Kramer. He shoots, and a pass over to the left side to Tony Uglum. It's a 2-0 lead for ISU.
Wow. Fernsler again, there's really nothing you can do. He slid over, he stood tall, and that just went off the upper post and in. It's a great shot by ISU.
That's Uglum's 5th goal of the season. And it is a 2-0 lead for Iowa State. We'll catch the call in a moment.
The Cyclones' second goal of the game comes 4:16 into the first period by number 7, Tony Uglum. From number 22, Colton Kramer.
So it is Kramer's assist and a 2-0 lead. And the Ice Bears are having a hard time keeping things out of their own zone. Once again, here's Kramer. Left side, he'll get a return pass. Now right side as it came over to Aaron Acevedo, and he just had to go behind his skate. Now to the right side to Nick Sandy. Left side, a drive in, gloved as Corey Sellers got that shot, and Fernsler will hold on. So the good thing is Fernsler is seeing the shots. Mm-hmm. The bad thing is it's the second rebound that he's not able to get control of.
Yeah. That second goal was so quick. It was a one-timer. It was an unbelievable shot.
Face off the right of Fernsler. Connor Millard in to take the draw. Jason Small is there to help out, but it's Adam Alcott to break it up. Here's a drive-in save. Fernsler loose, and it hops underneath the stick of Joseph DeLuca. It'll go to the far side. Boards now Preston Blanick, and it's not held in. It's a delayed offside as Michael Addison got the puck back into the zone. But how quickly does ISU change and clear the zone, that is. Now they change up, and a lead pass goes to Missouri State, and Connor Miller. He'll backhand it in, and the change for Missouri State commences. Now on the ice for the Ice Bears is Mario Sanchez. Sanchez puts a hit on Jake Uglum. Now Uglum behind the net, skates away from Sanchez's check. It'll be taken by Michael Addison out of Chesapeake, Virginia. The freshman can't clear the puck. He has control of it behind his own net, though, and works with it with 14:20 to go in the period. And a 2-0 ISU lead. Lead pass, this will be an icing. It's too far for Joseph DeLuca. And we'll have an icing. Brings it back into the ISU zone. 14:14 to go in the period. And a 2-0 game.
I think the key to just getting down there and getting that pressure down in ISU zone is keeping your feet moving. You know, getting pucks moving and just using your body against those other defensemen.
Face off of the right of DeLuca, or of Godicke, and DeLuca to win it. Puck comes out to center, and it's Adam Alcott. We're going to get a whistle and a stoppage in play for the puck being gloved by Fernsler, but I was looking for a penalty. As off the face-off, Preston Blanick got tripped, and the officials let it go. So the face-off stays in the Missouri State zone. Ryan Hoagland in to take the draw from Drew Carlson. And off the draw, the Ice Bears do not have control. It'll go to the right point. A drive in off the stick of Aurora. Save, rebound, and a miss just behind the net. Chasing it is Alex Stevens. Stevens gets checked by Brian Fuller. Fuller has it for Missouri State. Can't clear it, though. It is the left face-off circle. Now dropped in low. Austin Purdy on the ice. Puts a hit on Drew Carlson of ISU. Now taken by Stevens. To the left side. It'll go up the middle. High slot. A drive in. Blocker save as Reuter got that shot. He'll send it in again, and it misses wide. Near side boards. It'll be Fuller to backhand it and out to center all the way down. No icing as it was on goal, which is a good thing. The Ice Bears really needed that change. Puck is cleared and sent up across the line in the Missouri State zone. It'll be Alex Turin to have control for the Ice Bears. Turin with it. Backhand out, and quickly we go the other way. Across the line, here comes Zach Johnson. Shot misses wide. Sailed wide is what I meant to say. A shot in, deflected as it came from the right point from Jake Uglum. Deflected off of Bobby Brown and went right through the slot. It's behind the net in the Missouri State zone. Here comes Brennan Anderson. Backhands it out, and the Ice Bears have it. Here comes DeMarco to Gievers on the left side. He'll come in deep. Marshall Gievers looking for somebody. Instead, he'll give it behind the net. Now to Andrew Kovacic. Kovacic checked there by Eero Halanto. Now right side, Bobby Brown, and a blocker save by Gedeke as he got the hard shot down in low. Ice Bears intercept. Here's Andrew Kovacic. Couldn't trail the puck with him to chase Ray, who will intercept. Ray across the line, gets it to Brunn, and Jake Brunn will send it in. Short change for Missouri State. They got one off. They're going to try to get more. Far side boards. It's in the Missouri State zone and taken away by the Ice Bears and cleared out to center off of Andrew Kovacic's stick. Puck comes now at center ice across the line in the Missouri State zone. Onside is Tony Uglum to carry it in. But the Ice Bears break out. Here's a one-on-one. Andrew Kovacic. Kovacic with Sellers. Kovacic has it chopped away from Sellers. Far side boards along the goal line. Kovacic battles there. Coming in is Aaron Acevedo, that is, and it's stolen by ISU to Acevedo. Left side across the line in the zone. Here's Kramer. He's checked off, but gets it to Acevedo. Left side, shot by Corey Sellers as it came from the point. Now to the right point. Nick Sandy drops it in low. 11:35 to go in the period. A quick first period here. It's 2-0 in favor of ISU. Now Missouri State with Brian Fuller gets it out to center, and that's as far as it'll go. Line change for the Cyclones. The Ice Bears do the same. Tipped in, and it'll be no icing as it was tipped in by Acevedo. The goaltender Fernsler gives it away in the corner. Now to Preston Blanick. It'll go to the right side. Here's a drive in, tipped wide. Jason Small to chase for Missouri State and clears it into the net. The face-off will stay in the Missouri State zone.
You know, the worst part about that is, I mean, he was just trying to get the puck out, but he hit it up into the netting, and there will be no change. It's almost like an icing. And that's just hard because you're really looking for that change. That's really what you're trying to do is just get that puck deep, get it into the center circle, and get a regroup, let them regroup and change. But that's all right. You're going to have to work hard and block shots here.
Jason Small in to take the draw from Adam Alcott. Alcott wins it. and ISU with control, and the shot by Preston Blanick that went wide. Now to Jake Arroyo out of Bolingbrook, Illinois. Arroyo cut off at the pass, has control, gets it to the corner now to Joseph DeLuca. It'll go high slot. Once again, a drive saved by Fernsler as Cody Ryder got that one. It's behind the net. Once again, it'll be controlled by Blanick. Blanick will have the puck. And a right side score to the left side to Preston Blanick. The pass came over to him, and it's 3-0 in favor of Iowa State.
At this point, you want to regroup. You just want to regroup. You want to say, all right, there's a lot of time left in this game. There's a lot of things we can do, but we just got to regroup. It's over. You can't fix it, and just get back at it. Just little goals. You got to get the bounces here. They're really working you down low, and you just got to work hard and try to block those shots. Try to stay with your man, and really just get in and grind.
Third goal for Preston Blanick, who was waiting on the left side, and that's been the Ice Bears' problem, is they've left players open on the left side.
9:20 into the first period by number 12, Preston Blanick. For number 15, Adam Alcott.
Meanwhile, play is in the Missouri State zone. Again, a drive and a save by Fernsler as Alex Stevens got a shot from low along the left faceoff circle. Play continues once again. It's Iro Halanto behind the net. Wraparound in front. It's loose. And poking at it was Stevens, and Fernsler is there to cover up. It has been all Iowa State.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a tilt on the ice here. Man, they just really work the puck well, and they know where each other are. You can tell they've played together before and know how to work that puck down low and then suck those wingers down and get that puck to the top. I know when we played them the first game, I think the first 3 goals were just shots from the point and tips. They really use that to their advantage. We got a face-off down back in the ISU zone now because the D went below the hash marks, I believe.
That's a positive for Missouri State, who just is trying to do everything they can to keep it out of their offensive zone right now, or at least the defensive zone if you figure that for Missouri State. Bobby Brown, right point, drops it to Anderson.
Oh. They actually got a penalty.
They got a penalty has been called. So Missouri State on the power play here. Didn't see that one.
No.
It is called on Alex Stevens. So the Ice Bears on the power play. Missouri State coming into this weekend on the power play, they were 16.7%. 4 power play goals, 24 opportunities. In yesterday's game, as we're going to get another penalty here.
Yeah. This one's on Hoagland. He back-checked well, but he slashed the guy right across the top of the stick. That's a bummer. Taking that power play, it just takes the momentum right out of it that Hoagland did that, but I mean, it almost had to be done. The guy was peeling right around him.
Well, you can ignore what I was going to say about the power play, but now the penalty kill. That's where Missouri State is at 87%. They've allowed 3 power play goals for 23 opportunities. Here's Halanto with a drive in. That misses wide, but we're still 4-on-4 for 118. So ISU with control. Acevedo gets a return pass, a drive in, save as it came from Michael Addison from the high slot. Dropped in low to Tony Uglum. He gets taken out of the play by Alex Turin. Now Bobby Brown tries to sweep it away, and Turin will have control for Missouri State. Well, the Ice Bears yesterday got a shorthanded goal, and that was by Andrew Kovacic to make it a 4-3 game. The Ice Bears, who finally were able to battle back. Here's Kovacic again looking for a man in front. That was Brendan Huber. Now working with it, or no, that was actually Alex Turin who fell down, 10, not 16. So now with 33 seconds remaining until a short power play for the Cyclones, it is the Cyclones to break a 4-on-3 across the line. Here's Addison high and wide. Got to go to the far side to Adam Alcott. Alcott at the left face-off circle. Gets it up the middle, and Alcott with a return pass. It's blocked in front, and Anderson's going to go for tripping. Brendan Anderson tripped his man coming through the slot. The play continues. The goaltender comes out. Now the Ice Bears touch it up, and it'll be, in 7 seconds, a 2-man advantage for ISU.
That's unfortunate. You know you never want to actually trip the guy, but I mean his stick, I mean it's almost like he fell and that stick just got him right in between the legs of the ISU player. Key to this 5-on-3, stay tight. Stay in a triangle, really move well together as a unit. And just try to block as many shots as you can. Sticks in the lanes and kill it off. And this could be a momentum swing if Missouri State can kill this off.
Connor Milliton to take the draw from Colton Kramer. Ice Bears to win it. And it's flipped up into the net by DeMarco. And now with 2 seconds remaining, the Cyclones will get a player out. And then it will be for 40, make that 38 seconds. It'll be a 2-man advantage. And off the draw, it's won by the Cyclones. It'll go to Uglum. He scores! Left face-off circle, nobody really there. That one is a power play goal. It's on the first portion of the power play goal. And it is a 4-0 lead for ISU.
Yeah, he just took that, and no one really pressured him. He took the lane. He did what he was supposed to do, and he took that lane and ripped a shot, and Fernsel just couldn't get that glove down. It was a great shot right over the pad, far side.
So it's a 5-on-3 power play goal. Jake Uglum is third of the game, of the season, that is, first of the game.
Power play. Iowa State was 5-on-3 when that goal was scored. 11:54. Even in the first period. Goal by number 5. Jake Uglum from number 22. Colton Kramer and number 10. Aero Halanto.
That's the assists as the play gets deflected up and out of play in the Missouri State zone.
Key here is definitely get your goalie back into it. Tell him, hey man, we're here for you. We need that next big save. That's one thing that we definitely strive for as D3, picking our goalie up.
And off the draw, puck is won and controlled by Missouri State. They tried to clear it up the middle to Kuzo, and it's blocked down and it's held by Uglum. He'll get a return pass. Once again, working for the left faceoff circle, moved in front and a shot wide from Acevedo. Near side boards, taken once again by Brunn. A drive-in score, this same left side, and Jake Aurora gets it. It's a power play goal. It is 5-0.
Another quick one-time shot from ISU. Oh man, Fernsler just, it's a struggle to get over that fast when that shot's coming from that hard and you're all the way on the other side of your net. I mean, it's a good shot.
That's Jake Aurora's first goal of the season. Coming at 12:39.
Go Bears! Cyclone goal, 12:39, first period. That was a power play, wasn't it? Yeah. On the power play. A power play goal from number 28, Jake Arroyo. From number 14, Jake Cruz. And number 7, Tony Uglum. It was the 7.
So that's the call there that we're just able to pick up from public address announcer Chris Auger. Meanwhile, in the ISU zone, the puck is cleared out to center and sent back into the Missouri State end. Swept off in the corner and out to center. Delayed offside. No, the officials say it's good. Puck cleared at center. Ryan Hoagland spinning around to Alex Turin, but stepping in front of him is Joseph DeLuca of the Cyclones. Big hit, and now Bobby Brown's going to go for an elbow. Put a hit on Adam Alcott, and I think they're going to get Brown.
I don't know. Who is it? I think they're going to give it to ISU.
They do.
Wow. That was interesting. That could really gone either way.
It could have gone either way.
I definitely think that could have gone either way. Yeah, the captain of ISU is asking, wait, we had possession there. Interesting play. Well, see if Missouri State can take advantage here. That'd be a big turn.
Yeah, it was called a rough. So a power play for Missouri State. Just their second of this game, and the Ice Bears will see what they can do with it. Marshall Gievers now sends it high slot to Anderson. Over to Alex Turin, back to Anderson. They walk into the Ice Bears. Right face-off circle, Turin fakes. Anderson now to the left side to Purdy. Ice Bears working it well, trying to move in close. Here's Anderson. He shoots. It's deflected into the corner. Chased down by Andrew Kovacic. Kovacic tries to get it to the point. It's out to center. Underneath Purdy's stick, Drew Carlson. Carlson's pass. It gets deflected and touched for a delayed offside.
Good work, definitely by Missouri State, keeping that puck moving. I noticed ISU keeps a very, very tight PK. I mean, it's almost like a 5-on-3. They keep it so tight. But yeah, they clog that middle. They don't want any pucks through, and you just got to work it around. Find your slot and find the path to the goal. And
yeah, that's the one thing. The Ice Bears were able to drop as low as the top of the faceoff circles, but if you have no place to shoot, you have to go wide.
Yeah.
Anderson to shoot it in. It'll be chased into the corner by Richard Westcott. Westcott pushes with Corey Sellers of ISU. Now coming in is Connor Millard. Millard to kick it along behind the net. Millard with 1:03 to go in the power play. Anderson waiting at the left point. Millard with it. Now to Westcott. Tried to get it to Anderson. It gets deflected. Now to the right side to Bobby Brown. Brown corrals the puck. It gets deflected up and out of play. Should stay in the zone. 5:29 to go in the period. And it's a 5-0 ISU lead. Goals by Adam Alcott is second. Tony Uglum is fifth. Preston Blanick his third. Jake Uglum his third. And Jake Arroyo his first. Off the draw, Connor Millard ties up his man, and the puck will go to ISU and John Severson. Banked to the far side, intercepted by Missouri State, 41 seconds. Now to Anderson on the left side. Anderson gets it around the check of Colton Kramer of ISU. It goes to the half boards and cleared out by Kramer all the way down. Westcott for Missouri State gets it across the line. On the right side, poked away from him. Slowly, the Ice Bears move the puck, and they've got to be faster entering the zone than they are right now. This Iowa State team is a much faster and a speedier team. Play comes across the, well, it was going to come across the line, but it hit a skate. Now it gets in the zone. Anderson's there. Anderson tripped up Brunn, no call. Play continues. Power plays over. A drive missing wide by Kovacic. It'll go to the near side. Now behind the net, intercepted by Cody Ryder, and it's out to center. Iowa State with a 3-on-2 into the zone. Now the trailer is Uglum. Tried to get it through the crease. It'll be intercepted by Gievers, and he banks it up. We'll talk to Marshall Gievers coming up at the first period intermission, and then have an interview with Connor Millard at the second. Now breaking free is Uglum. He is taken out of the play by Gievers. Nice play. Just enough to give Mitch Fernsler the opportunity to cover up the puck.
Definitely. Two guys right on top of him like that. Make sure you cannot get a hook in there. When you have that player advantage, you got to make sure you do not get a penalty there. You got two guys on one. If you're trailing, you can barely get him back. Maybe you can drag him down, but good play by Missouri State not to get a penalty there.
Face off the right of Mitch Fernsler. And the Ice Bears settle on Mario Sanchez to take the draw from Adam Alcott of ISU, and Sanchez will win it. Ice Bears have control. Austin Purdy's in there, but he lost the puck. Along the left face-off circle, Purdy gets it back. Ice Bears with a 3-on-3. Now into the zone. It didn't get that far. We come the other way to Joseph DeLuca. He comes across the line. Shot deflected up and out of play. Did the Ice Bears touch it? It sounded like it.
I think so. I think it's going to stay in the zone here.
And the linesman did say, Walker Holton did say that it will stay inside the zone, so we'll have the face-off to the left of Mitch Fernsler right as you look at it on TV. And once again, want to say thanks to the ISU camera crew who were borrowing their video feed tonight. Steve Casson, Troy Cordy, thanks for joining us on West Sports Radio. Puck now to Anderson behind the net for Missouri State. Anderson pushed down, slammed into the boards hard, but he gets up. Now a 2-on-1. Breaking is Preston Blanick with a shot that gets deflected nicely by Cozio. Now as ISU moves it in low, it's Addison, right face-off circle, save, rebound, cleared. Good job by Anderson to clear the puck even after he got slammed into the boards in the ISU zone. He got up, stayed in the play. Christian Cuzio is able to clear the puck, send it down as Ryan Hoagland will try to chase for it. A bouncing puck stays in the zone. Mitchell Gievers, he'll give it in low to Andrew Kovacic. Drops behind the ISU net, goes to the far side in front of the ISU bench. Puck is out to center. ISU with through Carlson. Now he'll give it to Alex Stevens. Stevens will chase it behind the net, but taken away by Missouri State's defense. And the Ice Bears will have control. It'll go to Brian Fuller. Now at center, ISU to glove down and get control. Right side, Carlson across the line. Backhander and score! What a nice goal by John Severson on the backhander. It fooled the goaltender, Mitch Fernsler, and it is now 6-0.
A good 1-2 pass there, right from the blue line. I think Fernsler might have been off his angle just a hair, but I think it actually snuck under the arm of Fernsler. But good 1-2 really by ISU, getting speed through that neutral zone.
Severson with goal number 2 for him. It is a 6-0 lead for ISU, and right now you just want to stop everything. You want to stop the gates from being open and maybe look at a couple of things as the puck gets deflected up out of play. So you have 2-7. Let's catch the call first.
The first period, goal by number 23, John Severson. From number 27, Alex Stevens. And number 11, Drew Carlson.
So one of the things you want to do, obviously, is you want to, with 2:18 left, hold it here and then look to the next 2 periods. If you figure you can get an average of 3 goals a period, the game's tied up.
Oh, I know, and that's one big thing I've learned. That's such a huge difference between this and almost high-score hockey. I mean, these games are so long, and those breaks in between every period is such a game changer.
Here's Andrew Kovacic to break free as he tried to get it past to Ricky Westcott. It's a delayed offside. Kovacic didn't realize that. He knew, or at least thought, and we're going to get a slashing call. And does it go against Kovacic? He was in the corner, and he was double teamed, and Kovacic is going to go to the penalty box.
I think it might have been on that play right here on the blue line, on the red line. Right at the end of I was talking, I think he might have slashed that guy's stick, and that's how he got around him. I can only imagine that'd be the only play.
Power play number 3 for the Cyclones. And they have scored 2 power play goals. Here they come again. Uglum, right side, missing wide was Jake Brunn, and now we're going to get a whistle for a stoppage in play. Face off.
I think it's going to stay. I think Fernsler pushed his net off when he slid over.
I think he did.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't for the puck hitting the side of the net. It bounced out of the net, and that wouldn't have been it on the shot by Jake Brunn. So off the draw, the Ice Bears will have control again, and Anderson will clear it. So slashing was the call.
Stop the bleeding here. Stop the bleeding, regroup.
1:35. Now the penalty will carry over for just about 4 seconds in the second period. Here's ISU behind the net. It's Sellers who has control. Gets it from Jake Brunn, and it's intercepted though as Alex Turin will clear it all the way down. Penalty clock has 1:16. I make that 1:19, and the time clock has 1:13. So again, just about a 4-second power play, barring any unforeseen developments. And if you're an Ice Bear fan, you hope nothing else happens. With less than a minute remaining in the period, here comes Colton Kramer. Gives it to the left side to Johnson. Johnson looks in front. Kramer will pick up the loose change. Now left face-off circle. Drops it in low, cycling with Johnson. Johnson's there. It's swept away from him. Bobby Brown, can he clear it? No. A backhander that's taken away by Anderson. And finally it's swept out, but in the Ice Bears bench, so it'll stay in the zone. So here's the one thing you want to hope is your benefit. It's a 6-0 lead. Do the Cyclones need any goals in their eyes right now? Not really. If, for some reason, they back off a little bit, Missouri State has an opportunity to take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
But only the second period will tell on what ISU does.
Absolutely. You want to just jump on them early, regroup, act like it's a 0-0 game, and just chip away.
Off the draw, won by ISU Jake Uglum, but it's swiped away and cleared out.
Yep.
And DeMarco wants to say it was tipped by ISU.
Definitely.
And the officials agree. So we'll have the face-off outside the zone. That's a positive thing for Missouri State. And off the draw, the Ice Bears win it, but it's controlled by the Cyclones. Zero Halanto gets it to the line, and it's out to center. Here's DeMarco. And it's taken away from him. Far side now to Chase Ray. Ray will swing it all the way around. 15 seconds remaining in the period. Puck comes up the middle, intercepted by Missouri State, taken by Marshall Gevers, and it's sent all the way down, who we will talk to at the first period intermission with 5 seconds remaining. And the fans counting it down. That will do it for the first period of play. It was a rough first period of play for Missouri State. Really, the quickness that ISU has was shown in that first period.
Yeah.
And the way they moved the puck around, but your assessment of what just happened in the first 20 minutes.
I mean, they just came at it. They came at it and they produced. I mean, I don't think we were down in their zone for more than 30 seconds. And just really getting shots on goal. I don't know what the shots were in that game, but making plays. I think Missouri State needs to do a better job defensively and just really just work harder and try to. Now you're at the point where you just got to chip away. You just got to go one goal at a time. Yesterday when the D3 was at this, we were at 4-0. And we got in the locker room, and it wasn't pretty. But we just said, hey, we can't fix it now. Get back out there, and let's say next goal wins. And from there, it was kind of a joke, and we just said, let's go. Chip away and see what we can do. It's a little bit about pride now. Play with your head up and work hard.
Penalties in that period. The Ice Bears assessed 3 for 6 minutes. The Cyclones 2 for 4 minutes. But in those penalties that were assessed, 2 power play goals from Iowa State. Back with 2 minutes and 34 seconds into the game, it was Adam Alcott, his second, Preston Blanek, that is, and Joseph DeLuca with the assist to make it a 1-0 game. 4:16, it was Tony Uglum, his fifth. He was left open on the left side. Colton Kramer with the assist to make it a 2-0 game. 9:20, Preston Blanek with his third of the season. Adam Alcott with the assist to make it a 3-0 game. Then at 11:54 on a 5-on-3 as it just started, it was a power play goal by Jake Uglum, his third. The assists go to Colton Kramer and to Iro Holanto, and it was a 4-0 game. Then another power play goal, 7:21 remaining in the period. Jake Rowe, his first, with assists to Jake Brunn and to Tony Uglum. 5-0, and then with 2:31 remaining in the period, John Severson is second. The assists to Alex Stevens and Corey Sellers, and that's where we stand right now with a 6-0 lead for ISU. You take the second period, you grab 3 goals, you're back within the game, you have the momentum.
Absolutely.
But the key is, how do you stop what Iowa State has been so good at these past 2 games, and that's attacking at will?
Yeah, I think you gotta, I think we're doing an okay job in the neutral zone, but just not letting them gain so much speed in the neutral zone. They come in so hot. Being better in the neutral zone, getting your man in the neutral zone, defense, make sure you're staying high, closing that gap, just taking the body. Make sure in the defensive zone, you know your position, you know who your man is, and forward, and it's so about communication. Making sure who has who, and blocking off those passes, and just working hard, getting down on the corners, getting gritty with it, and throwing your body around. It's going to, shorter shifts are something that we've learned because it's so hard down in those corners.
We'll take a break, and when we come back, talk with Marshall Gevers on the bus. We'll do it in a moment. It is a 6-0 lead for Iowa State.
This is the sound of college kids on a road trip. This is the sound of someone on their way to work.
I don't know what I'll be. We've got important. Hey, stop cutting me off!
This is the sound of grandparents driving to any place. And this is the sound of a mind at peace, knowing your car is in good hands at Rick's Automotive, because we get the job done right. The first time. You can be safe, you can trust Rick's Automotive on South Campbell, 2 blocks south of Bass Pro.
We're on the bus with Marshall Gevers, freshman, 6'170" out of Edwardsville, Illinois. Marshall, 5 goals on the season already. You seem to be right up there with Jamie DeMarco, and of course playing on a line with him originally with Ryan Hoagland. First of all, what's it like to be on that line, and second of all, how are you adjusting to play at Missouri State?
I love playing here. Everybody's so fast and so smart, and playing with playing with Demo and Hoagie's just it's really a step up from where I was last year.
Well, let's talk about it. Where were you last year, and what's the difference?
I was in Peoria Mustangs NA3 last year, and the game's a lot faster, and everybody moves. Everybody's always moving, whereas in Peoria, people were standing around trying to hit a lot. It's a little bit more finesse game.
And because it's so fast, have you been able to adjust?
I think so. I'm still getting used to it, but there's definitely still some room for improvement.
You start off with Dallas Baptist, and I mean, yeah, you get your skates under your feet, but then you hit the ACHA Division I national champion and UCO, and now, of course, last night with Iowa State. Is it kind of an eye-opener for this team? I mean, I'm sure the team kind of knows what they have to do, and you know what you have to do, but was it an eye-opener these last couple of games?
Kind of. Like, we know that what we're doing isn't quite enough, and that we still have that we've still got a lot of improving to do, but I don't think that anybody thinks we can't play here. You know, that this is very attainable, and, you know, we should excel in this league.
Let's kind of focus on you. I know you're just a freshman, but what do you want to be when you grow up?
Physical therapist. Somewhere in physical therapy. I'm not really sure where it is right now, but somewhere in that field, helping people and staying in athletics if I can.
Usually when someone says they want to do that, they're a pretty good motivator, they're a pretty good coach. Is that something that maybe you might want to get into a little bit later on? Coaching, or maybe just being that leader on the team. Do you think you're cut out for that?
I'm not really a huge talkative person, but I do lead by example a lot, I think. But as for a captain type role, I'm not sure if I'd be able to do that until junior or senior year, but if I get to do that, that'd be great.
What motivated you to want to come to Missouri State?
Before I came here, and the systems and style of play that he runs is a very what's the word? It meshes very well with my style. It's not the word I was looking for, but
well, and let's talk about it. What do you feel your style is?
I'm finesse. I like to move the puck around. I'm fast. I try to create space for other people, and it's very flexible. A lot of teams will play like the left winger has to be here, the right winger has to be here, and this is the center's job. And the system that we play is very flexible, as somebody has to be here, not necessarily the right winger, just somebody.
Yesterday, you got a lot of playing time. Yes, it was a tough game. The Ice Bears were only down by one late in the game and ended up surrendering some quick, fast goals there. But the ice time that you're getting, when I say are you happy with it, you probably are. You're getting a lot of ice time. But how are you handling it?
Honestly, the first game at UCO, I got to the second period and I thought I was going to just die. I was so tired. But got a second win somewhere in the third period, or at the beginning of the third period, and we're still going. It's hard. It was close to what I was getting in Peoria, but it's still a different beast playing here.
Talking with Marshall Gievers on Missouri State, the freshman from Edwardsville, Illinois. Now, I've done this before. I've confused you with your brother, Mitchell, and you didn't correct me on that, so I appreciate that. But obviously nice to have your brother come along, but the problem is with ACHA Division I, you play out, and he is not eligible anymore. Is that tough knowing your brother's on the sidelines?
It's a lot tougher than him being on the ice with me, that's for sure. But it's kind of comforting to be able to come off the ice and say, you know, somebody who's definitely looking at you, watching what you're doing, and say, hey, what do I need to work on? That's kind of comforting.
So it's in that it can kind of do that and talk to you about that. Has he been able to do that?
Yeah, there's what?
Of course, we're on the bus with Marshall Gievers, and yeah, things happen.
I've come off shifts and been like, and he'll tell me, you need to do this better. And between periods, I come and talk to him, and I'm like, so what do I need to work on specifically for this game? And he's always got something for me.
So I've put everybody else on the spot. I'm going to put you on the spot too. It is ACHA Division I National Championship time. Okay, the team's going to the National Championship, but all of a sudden, you get a pass to the NHL All-Star Game. It's all inclusive. You have you're the VIP, and basically you're the player of honor. What do you choose?
I'm playing in the All-Star Game?
No. You get to watch. Oh. You get to be part of it.
Playing is 10 times better than watching at least. So I'm a pick playing every time.
All right. Spoken like a true hockey player. I think everyone else has passed up on that too, to go ahead and play. But I'm also going to put you on the spot with one last question here. If you can pick an MVP of the team, who would that be right now?
Ooh. I have to pick one?
Well, you can get out of it by picking several players if you want.
Okay, cool. Davis has kept us in games a lot. Fernie played his head off against UCO whenever we played them and lost 2-1. Hoagie's also a key player for sure. And Bobby playing point and quarterback and everything is huge. So I don't think that I could pick just one person.
So basically more than one, and it varies per game?
Mm-hmm. For sure.
All right. Marshall Gievers, I know that with the way that the lineup is right now, you were playing with Jamie DeMarco and Ryan Hoagland, maybe on a line with Andrew Kovacic and Alex Turin. It changes up a little bit, but you're okay with whatever line you're with?
And then DeMarco because we've been playing together, but playing with Covey and Turin gives you a lot of it gives you a different aspect of different aspects of the game, different places where you can go with the puck. I don't mind playing with anybody. I mean, of course, playing with people that I'm familiar with is nice, but.
All right, we'll leave it at that. We're on the bus with Marshall Gievers. Marshall, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
No problem.
We'll be back in a moment.
A tropical experience awaits you at the Ramada Oasis Hotel and Convention Center. Gorgeous guest rooms, indoor tropical atrium, pool, hot tub, fitness center, and more. Our large convention areas make Ramada Oasis perfect for meetings, weddings, and events. Fire and Ice Restaurant is open daily with Springfield's only ice bar. See a show of flames from the open kitchen performed by our culinary chefs. The Ramada Oasis Hotel and Fire and Ice at 2546 North Glenstone or on the web at ramadaoasis.com.
It's time to drop the puck on the second period. Here's Steve Casson.
A tough first period for Missouri State. They trail 6-0. As we start the second period, they will be shorthanded for 4 seconds, and then Andrew Kovacic gets out. The Ice Bears will be back 5-on-5. But joining me again, Troy Cordy. And Troy, I know you said at the end of the first period to just kind of regroup, take your breath, play like it's a 0-0 game. So when I ask you this, I know what your answer is going to be, but how important will it be for Missouri State to get the first goal in this period?
It could determine the period. I'm not going to lie yet. I mean, just if you get scored on again real quick here, it takes everything that you worked on in the locker room and all that pep talking, all that stuff, and it just so yeah, getting that first.
Whether it's head coach Bob Bucher that made the speech or one of the captains that made a speech, but the Ice Bears now finally get themselves onto the bench and they're ready to go. In what is a short bench for Missouri State, they're without Brendan McClue and Logan Lapika. So they lose at least 5 goals and 3 assists from those two players. Lapika,
it looks like we got a goalie change. It looks like Davis is in goal here. Starting the second.
Justin Davis will start the second period. So Mitch Fernsler leaves, Justin Davis in.
Fernsler isn't even on the bench. I hope it's not an injury. I hope he's just a little rattled and shook up from what happened. But hopefully it's no injury.
Off the draw, the Ice Bears are finally at full strength, and the puck comes back down to the Missouri State zone. It'll be quickly sent in to the ISU end of the ice, where the goaltender, Matt Godeke, will swing it to the corner. Haven't said Godeke's name much at all in this game, much less in the first period. Puck is sent all the way down to the Missouri State end. Anderson on the ice for Missouri State to swing it to the far side boards, now taken by Connor Miller. Tried to hit Jamie DeMarco. It was intercepted by Jake Uglum. Shot in and a save by Davis. 19:21 to go in the period. And puck banked off the boards to Ryan Hoagland. Ice Bears, as you noted, without a goaltender on the bench right now. It's Mitch Fernsler who is not there. Puck to the far side. It'll be taken away by ISU. They're going to break out a 3-on-2 if they can quickly. Chase Ray, but intercepted nicely by Ryan Hoagland to be taken away. Bobby Brown will swipe at it and send it back to the ISU zone. Line change for Missouri State. It'll go to Gievers. We just heard from Mitchell Gievers, but the puck gets deflected up and out of play. Face off, as the linesmen say, will come outside the zone. 18:50 to go in the period. So now you change your goaltender, Troy, and does that give the team a lift?
Yeah, I think it does. It definitely gives the team a little bit of a spark. I mean, you never want to see your goaltender get pulled. It's like someone else sitting on the bench, but you never want to see that. But you had to start over, and it's a new start, and hopefully you can get something out of it.
Alex Turin to win the draw. The Ice Bears will kick it in, and Mitchell Giever, make that Marshall Gievers, will have control. They should have named both of their kids. I mean this jokingly, but not with the first initial starting with M, at least for my sake. Here's Purdy with a drive in and a save by Godeke. He'll hold on. 18:32 to go in the period.
There it is, just getting a shot on goal, getting a little bit of spark, proving you guys can have the puck in their zone and getting shots on goal.
Just takes a couple of quick ones. Face off to the right of Godeke. ISU still trying to figure out which goaltender will be their starting man. There are three. Derek Moser, we saw Nick Wackerly yesterday, and Matt Godeke. Here's a drive in. Davis makes the save. He didn't know where it was. It's caught up in his equipment, and he'll hold on. He looked to his left, wasn't there. Looked to his right, wasn't there. Looked in the net, wasn't there. Had to be in his equipment somewhere. But that's the toughest thing, and as a goaltender myself, when you cannot find the puck, you know it hit you, but you don't know where it is because you can't feel it.
Oh, yeah. That's scary for a player. If you see your goalie looking around, you're like, oh boy, don't be in the goal.
Off the draw. Puck is won by ISU. Blast in, save Davis from the right point. Jake Arroyo got the shot. It swung in low. Now left corner to Kramer. High slot as the shot by Cody Ryder gets sent up off the glass, and Davis gloves it and holds on. 18:06 to go in the period. And we'll have a face-off to the right of goaltender Justin Davis. Played yesterday and did not play the first period. Mitch started in nets. Gave up 6, and now Davis is in relief. ISU to win the puck, but it's intercepted by Missouri State. And a break to Jamie DeMarco. Left side, has to catch up with the puck. DeMarco along the goal line, centers it in front to Connor Millard, and it gets deflected behind the net. It'll go to the near side to Anderson. It is tipped away, held off of Ryan Hoagland's stick, just enough to stay on the blue line, and the Ice Bears to have control. DeMarco tips it to Millard, to Ryan Hoagland, but it's intercepted by ISU and Tony Uglum. Now to the right side, gives it to Colton Kramer. Drive in that sends wide behind the net. It is right side, a drive from the right face-off circle by Colton Kramer again. Now tipped in front by Kramer, nothing doing. Taken by Jake Arroyo. Royal comes behind the net, tried to get it in front to Aaron Acevita, but the Ice Bears will have control, and a backhander out just to get out of harm's way and put a line change on. ISU in the zone. Here's Uglum. Right face-off circle. Now the trailer, Adam Alcott. Right side again, a drive that gets deflected by Kramer behind the net. Davis with the save. Far side now for Missouri State, and trying to clear the puck is Brendan Huber. It is finally tipped out to center, and DeMarco can't pick it up. Into the skates of Tony Uglum and sent back to the Missouri State zone. Broken stick on the ice. The Ice Bears tried to lead. A pass to Travis Barrett, and we'll have an icing call.
Now with this icing call, your guys are going to be tired. They're going to be hurting. Right now, this is where right now you think, okay, where am I going to go? What situation, if we win the puck, where am I going to go with it? If we lose the puck, where am I going to go? Who's my man? Where do I have to be? That's what you should be thinking right now.
Jamie DeMarco tried to pull a fast one on the referee and the linesman, that is, and they both said no. So DeMarco stays on the ice. 16:44 to go in the second period. 6-0 ISU. And off the draw, the Ice Bears will have control. Brennan Anderson, who seems to have played almost every minute of this game, will see the puck go to the far side boards as he tried to give it to Bobby Brown. Now the Ice Bears dig it out. Huber with it, lost it. Kept in by Addison and sent back in low by Adam Alcott. Alcott puts a hit on a man from, and now we're going to get some pushing and shoving. It's going to be a penalty against Alcott. And let's see if we get even more. Bobby Brown was in there to protect his man.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. You got to know. You can sense when they're going to turn. You cannot push them up against the wall like that. You got to be careful when you have that puck to make sure you're not putting yourself in a dangerous position. But it's just a dangerous play.
And Brown's going to go.
I'm glad he is up and skating now. That's good.
Yeah, that's Anderson, Brennan Anderson, who was the one that was checked. If anything, there should be an extra 2 minutes. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Hopefully it's a just coincidentals and then the original penalty. I don't think it's going to be a 5. It wasn't. I don't think it was that bad, but it definitely should be an extra 2. The Missouri State should be on the power play here.
So we know Anderson is in. All these penalties coming at 16:23 of the period.
There goes someone else for ISU in there. So maybe he got a 2 and a 10 because it was from behind. We'll see here. Huge for Missouri State to capitalize on this penalty. Huge. I mean, just getting 1 goal would be a big thing, and maybe the floodgates will open. Maybe we'll see a little bit of spark and something to get us going.
Ryan Hoagland over talking with the officials, along with Corey Sellers of ISU, the captains.
Looks like we'll be on the power play. They put 2 minutes up on the board under ISU, so.
Adam Alcott gets assessed those 2 minutes. And still a lengthy discussion. A little confused why the officials. Apparently it's just going to be an extra 2. Unless, like you say, there was a misconduct. And now we have a whistle for the line change, and the linesman will go over to head coach Jason Ferriman of ISU and discuss what had just taken place. But at any rate, it is power play number 3 for Missouri State. This coming in the second period again at 16:23. Probably more than just one penalty, and we'll catch the call hopefully as what those penalties were. But the Ice Bears on the power play. Here's a shot by Ryan Hoagland that gets deflected high to the near side boards now. And it's
37 in the second period, boarding at number 15, Adam Alcott.
Well, that's it, just the boarding call. But the Ice Bears have a player in the box, so there has to be something additional going on. Puck is flipped back into the Missouri State zone. It's Anderson with it, who is, it's good to see him still skating now.
Back on the ice.
He's seen a lot of ice time for Missouri State, kind of like the Drew Doughty of the NHL. Puck is deflected up and out of play in front of the Ice Bears bench, so we'll have a face-off. It'll stay in the ISU zone.
Really just control this puck down low. Get the PK moving and try to create a passing lane. Try to freeze one of those guys and hopefully you get a scoring opportunity.
Face-off won by the Ice Bears. They'll control it on the left side to Austin Purdy. Drops it to the left face-off circle. Swinging around for Missouri State, Alex Turin. Now in low to Connor Millard. A shot that hits a skate but stays in by Purdy. Intercepted though, taken away and cleared all the way down by the Cyclones, Jake Arroyo. It was on goal and Davis had to make a save. 53 seconds remaining in the power play. 15-13 to go in the period. Steve Cass and Troy Cordy, thanks for tuning in. from Ames ISU Ice Arena. So it's a 6-0 lead for the Cyclones. They move out. Colton Kramer trying to break Connor Millard. Nice defensive play by Millard. We come the other way. 2-on-2 for the Ice Bears. DeMarco with it. The trailer is Millard, and he gets run into, gets it behind the net to Marshall Gievers, and Gievers back to Millard. Ice Bears working on the power play. 25 seconds remaining. It is Lowell on the goal line. Now back behind the net. Sticks fly. Scrum of players behind the net. It will be intercepted by ISU and DeLuca. 2-on-1. Now Cody Reuter. Over to the left side to Kramer. Right side backhander in. Score! As Reuter got the puck right through the net. The red light went on. Is it a goal?
I think so. I think it just popped back out.
I think it is too. And if it is a goal, that's a shorthanded goal. Wait a second. No goal.
Wow.
The official says no goal.
A little trigger happy over there on the red light over there.
He waves it off.
Great save by Davis. That guy brought it back onto his forehand after coming around. Good save.
There's 5 seconds left on the power play for Missouri State, but the puck is won by ISU. Jake Uglum, he'll drop it in low. Now give it over to Acevedo, but the Ice Bears intercept. They're at full strength, and it's out to center. It's tipped by Acevedo, and the Ice Bears have control. Now getting interfered with, I believe, at the blue line was Kovacic. No call there. Now it's in the ISU zone. Lowell on the half boards. It's dug out, and nobody there for Missouri State, but they do keep it in, though. Ryan Hoagland to backhand it. That'll go to Corey Sellers, the senior from Longwood, Florida. Far side boards once again. Coming into forecheck is Ricky Westcott. Westcott is there. He pushes his man off the play. That's Nick Sandy. It'll go to the near side and out to center, taken by Jake Brunn. Brunn with a 2-on-2 across the line. Brunn offside.
That extra move.
Tony Uglum was pulled offside. 13:38 to go in the period, still 6-0. So you look at it right now, the Ice Bears have weathered the storm, but as you start to break down this period, you have to get some goals.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to start taking chances too early, but I mean, it is 6 goals, and maybe have one guy pinch. Maybe keep a guy higher, but really just look for that turnover in that offensive zone and put it back in deep.
How much do the Ice Bears miss Brendan McClue and Logan LaPica right now?
Oh, two big parts of their offense and whatnot.
Puck gets deflected up and out of play. Face-off will stay in the Missouri State zone. 13:23 to go in the period. And a face-off once again to the left of Justin Davis in relief of Mitch Fernsler, who I'm looking and is still not on the bench. Puck is deflected, cleared out, gloved down by Jake Uglum. And sent to the Missouri State zone where it's Bobby Brown with control. Gives it over to Anderson. He tips it out, loses a glove in the process, and it's cleared. And quickly, it goes to Ira Halanto. He'll have it across the line for the Cyclones. Halanto looking in front, gets it to the far side, off the boards to Uglum. Jake Uglum down low, tipped behind the net, now to John Severson. Severson lets it go to Drew Carlson. Behind the net, it is right in front off the stick of John Severson, and the Ice Bears have control. 3 on, make that a 2-on-1. Now 2-on-2. Here's Gievers, backhander in. We're going to get a penalty, and it goes against ISU. Ice Bears could not get the goaltender out. It was touched up. But a penalty to ISU and a holding call. The Cyclones will go into the penalty box. Power play number 4 for Missouri State.
Now, I want to say that was on the, I don't know who it was crashing the net, but that was not on the player with the puck. That was definitely on the guy who was crashing the net, which is a great play. Just really pushing yourself, getting towards that net, making the other guy pull you down. So I think that's what caused that play right there. I don't know who it was, but that's a great effort.
John Severson has been assessed the penalty, number 23. So with the power play opportunity for Missouri State, you want to think that now is the time to get it going.
Yeah, a goal here would be great. Really something that just get it going.
DeLuca drops it into Kovacic, right side to Gievers, and he couldn't catch it. Bobby Brown with a blast in, and it's gobbled up by Godicke. It was a rising shot that Godicke had to fight off, and he was able to hold on to it. But Bobby Brown getting that blast there. So another face-off, this time in the ISU zone. And Ryan Hoagland, you like Hoagie's move. He likes to just skate in and wait till the face-off and try to get that extra motion, but the officials kick him out. Gievers to take the draw. Won by the Ice Bears. Brown on the line, tips it in low. It'll go to Kovacic, loses it, but Hoagland to follow up. Now Hoagland spins around low along the near side goal line to Bobby Brown, left side. Now to the right side to Gievers once again. Power play with 1:32. Below to Kovacic. He gets checked hard by Cody Ryder. It'll go up high slot to Brown. He shoots, pad save, rebound left side, blocked in front off the shot by DeLuca. Ice Bears have it again to Brown. High slot, blast in wide behind the net. Where is it? Ice Bears have it. It'll be on the left faceoff circle. Missouri State to control. Down low to Hoagland. Now to Kovacic. Rebound in front. Gievers couldn't get the bouncing puck. He tried to get it from his left to his right on the backhand, and it bounced over his stick. Brown to hold it in. Power play with 59 seconds. Here's Kovacic. Shot. Goal line, and it is no goal. It was on the goal line. It looked like, then the reason why it's no goal is it is going to be a high sticking call.
Wow, from our angle, you could just see it right there laying on the line.
Laying on the line, but you know, the second the goaltender touches it, the play is dead because of the delayed penalty.
Yeah.
And it's a high sticking call. So in 54 seconds, the Ice Bears will have power play number 5. This one coming at 11:29. That's the one time when you really wish a delayed penalty would not happen.
Yeah, and the most time you see that is if a Missouri State guy was in front of the net, yeah, he could jam it home. But a lot of times you see the goalie, they don't know where it is, so they close their pads and they actually push it in their own goal. That would have been nice.
So both times the officials have been right on to deny goals. One on Justin Davis earlier, and this one on Matt Godeke. And in my mind, they're legitimate. They were legitimately waved off. Now the Ice Bears with a 2-man advantage for 50 seconds. It'll be Hoagland in low. Perfect opportunity for Missouri State. DeMarco waiting. They give it to him on the right side. A bouncing puck to Bobby Brown. He shoots. It's blocked in front. Taken by Andrew Kovacic. Ice Bears move it. They circle in front. Gievers drive and a save by Godeke. What a bang-bang play. The Ice Bears worked it to perfection. Now to Marco with 28 seconds left in the 2-man advantage. He's behind the net, cut off there. Here's Bobby Brown. He shoots it, blocked. Gievers with it. High slot, left faceoff circle. Gets a return pass from Brown. Now Brown with it. He drops it in low to Hoagland. Spins around, it's tipped away. Corey Sellers is there, and it's cleared for ISU. Well, you can't fault Missouri State. They worked the power play well.
Yeah, no, it's been really good opportunities.
DeMarco with 1 second. Now it is power play number 5, and they just missed again as the puck stays in the zone with 1 minute to go in the 1-man advantage. Kovacic to chip it away, taken away and cleared all the way down. And Missouri State quickly. Anderson to give it to Kovacic. Now back to Anderson. The Ice Bears move across the line. Turin with it. Left side. He'll try to move around Jake Arroyo. Cuts him off, so Turin holds on. Now to Purdy. Austin Purdy right side, now to left side. Fanning on it was Connor Millard, and he lost the puck. Now here's a 2-on-1 shorthanded for ISU. Left side, Stevens. Right side, save Davis as they got it over to the corner. Back to Stevens, and he'll hold on. So the one time the Ice Bears had a good opportunity, and all this series, Connor Millard has not done anything wrong, and there he just lost the handle on the puck, and it was a 2-on-1 break for ISU.
You try to keep your head up there. You try to look at your options and whatnot, and the puck just, it's like someone pushed it right off your stick. But I know. It's a tough break, but way to recover and face off down low.
28 seconds remaining in the power play. 9:56 remaining in this period. And with the way that the Ice Bears have been able to hold ISU off the scoreboard, again, you just hope they can get a couple of quick ones here and change this around. Puck is sent into the zone, now cleared out. And Austin Purdy. He'll have it for Missouri State. Purdy with it. Purdy around the net. Purdy looking in front. Nobody there, and he'll hold on to it himself. On the line. Now to the right side to Kuzo. He shoots, it's blocked. Full strength, and Kuzo to kick it out to center. Didn't know where it was. ISU breaks a 3-on-2, but coming off the bench for Missouri State is Travis Barrett to intercept. Barrett will have it. Give it up to, well, it was Anderson, now to Barrett. Here's Barrett with a shot. It's blocked in front. Barrett push from behind. Play continues. Now Ricky Westcott. He's pushed into the corner by Jake Aurora out of Bolingbrook, Illinois. Now Anderson is pushed down. Brennan Anderson out of St. Charles, Missouri. It's behind the net. It'll go to Nick Sandy, who will give it to his defensive side as with 8:48 to go in the period, it's held in on the left point by Bobby Brown. Drop it in low. It goes off of the top of the boards and stays in the zone. Here's a shot from an odd angle by Ryan Hoagland. Saved by the goaltender as Westcott gets tripped up and pushed in front by Acevedo. No call there either.
I think Larson might be giving him one. I think so.
And
yeah, he is. Yep. A little extracurricular play there in front of the net, and Westcott earns a power play.
6 penalties, 12 minutes for the Cyclones.
Just keep moving that puck. Keep moving that puck on this power play. They created a few good opportunities last time. Goalie had some good saves, but just move that puck, create opportunities for yourself, get in front of that goalie, screen him.
Power play number 6 for Missouri State. Near side, the Ice Bears will have control. Brown to the right point. Drop it in low to Ryan Hoagland. Hoagland working with it. Back to Brown. Now to the left side to DeMarco. He spins around the check of Zach Johnson. It's up the middle. Johnson to clear for ISU as the Ice Bears had trouble getting it cross ice. Hoagland is there. He's checked hard by Chase Ray. And it's Anderson for Missouri State to get it across the line left side. He shoots. It's deflected. It hits the glass as high as it can go and stay in play, and it's underneath the stick of DeMarco. All the way back in the Missouri State zone. Quickly, Ice Bears catch ISU on a change. DeMarco in the zone, 3-on-2. Tipped in front and off the goal. It was off of, I believe, Brendan Huber, and somehow the goaltender kept it out of the net.
Wow. Athletic play by the goaltender. I think he reached behind his back. I think he was rolling over his shoulder. I think he reached behind his back with his glove.
And let me correct myself. It was 13, not 16. It went off of Connor Millard. And somehow, after it went off of Millard, it stayed out of the net. We don't have the best angle here, but we have a good enough angle to know that it got behind the goaltender, and he was pushed up against the goal line. Somehow it stayed out. Ice Bears to win the draw. 1:15 to go on the power play. Puck to the corner. And Kovacic. He'll try to step in front of Sellers. Tipped in, but stays in the zone, and now finally swiped out all the way down off the stick of Cody Ryder. 59 seconds remaining in the power play. Justin Davis, at least he clears it, but the Ice Bears do not have control of the puck. Valuable power play time wasting for Missouri State. At center, across the line, Carlson. Left side, Stevens high and wide. Far side boards, and Mitch Fernsler is on the bench now as the backup goaltender for the Ice Bears. Kovacic breaks free, gets it across the line. That's as far as he goes. And Bobby Brown sends it in, a delayed offside, and the Ice Bears do clear the zone. Brown will have control at center. Now gives it to Kovacic. He breaks free. His pass is impeded, and we're going to get a penalty. And that's probably a kneeing as Kovacic goes down hard.
That's dangerous. That is, I mean, defenseman clearly got beat there and just stuck his knee out. I know Kovacic is feeling that right now. That does not feel good. I got injured in high school. Just stuck a knee right out, knee-to-knee contact. Does not feel good. Back on the 5-on-3 for 19 seconds. Hopefully they can capitalize here.
And they're going to assess Iro Halanto. I don't think that was Halanto. We'll take it, though. I didn't think Halanto is 5'6", 165 out of Turku, Finland, and I didn't think it was Halanto that did that. At any rate, Ice Bears on a two-man advantage. Here's Anderson. He winds, he shoots, and a glove save, and boy, was that glove close to the line.
Yeah. The goalie was real deep in his net there.
14 seconds remaining in the two-man advantage. Hoagland in to take the draw for Missouri State. Wins it from Stevens. DeMarco Left side to Purdy, blocker save, and it's tipped up over the net. Now with 5 seconds to go, the puck is held in by Purdy. He'll give it to DeMarco. DeMarco playing the defense on the power play. Puck is deflected. It's out of play as it hits the net, so it'll be power play number 7 now for Missouri State. 1:38 remaining in this power play. You have to like the fact that Missouri State, for the most part, has had the man advantage in this period. They just have not capitalized.
Absolutely. I think that comes with definitely some discipline. This penalty right here is from Ricky Westcott, just going to the net hard, and he got dumped and didn't retaliate. So that's where it is right now.
And off the draw, Hoagland to win the puck again. Helped over to DeMarco on the right side. DeMarco through traffic instead gives it up to Gievers. Gievers had some trouble. Now high slot to DeMarco. Working a power play. DeMarco with a shot. It's tipped in front, and Hoagland will chase it down. Hoagland gets it high slot to DeMarco. He waits, he shoots high, and he missed it over the net. Puck is taken away and cleared with 1:14 to go on the power play. Davis out of his net quickly gets it up. The Ice Bears do get everybody off. Almost too many men, but they did clear. And now the puck comes into the ISU zone. And Tony Uglum comes in. We're going to get a slashing call. And I'm not sure if they get Uglum on the slash or if they get an Ice Bear.
I think it was DeMarco on the knee, and I think he stuck his leg out a little bit. It wasn't nearly as bad as Kovacic's, but stuck his leg out. I think it was more of an ankle-to-ankle thing.
And I think you are right. Yeah. They're going to get DeMarco for it.
Wasn't nearly as bad, but his leg definitely came out. He got beat around the left side and kind of stuck his leg out a little bit.
5 penalties, 10 minutes for Missouri State. And in 1:01, it'll be a short power play, number 4 for the Cyclones. So off the draw. Puck is held on the line. It'll be Bobby Brown to battle for it. Coming in to take it away is John Severson. Backhander in, and it gets deflected through the crease. Over to Colton Kramer. Now, it's a 4-on-4, but Cyclones working like it's a power play. Behind the net, Kramer. He's there. And Missouri State cannot dig the puck out. In 30 seconds, it will be a power play. Cyclones working the puck up the middle, intercepted by Kovacic, and he tips it away. Here the Ice Bears have a break with Kovacic. The right side, he shoots, and he missed wide. Far side to Connor Millard. Millard cut off by Michael Addison out of Chesapeake, Virginia. Line change for Missouri State on the back end. Across the line, though, is Severson for ISU. Moves it into the corner. Spinning around and keeping it in is Addison. A snapshot off the back of the net. And now it's a power play for 59 seconds. Here's the drive in off of Davis's glove, back behind the net, and he'll cover it up. As it went off his glove, then he decided to get the rebound off the back of the net. Stop and play with 4:51 to go in the period and 54 seconds left in the power play.
I think the key to those 4-on-4s, we just had it now, we're on the penalty kill, but the key to 4-on-4 is just finding your man. There's so much open ice and just staying goal side on him.
Off the draw, it's won by Missouri State, taken by Anderson. He'll clear it all the way down, and this will be icing. Nope, they will not be icing because
just got on the PK, yeah.
There's 44 seconds remaining in that. You have to realize Missouri State's now having to kill the penalty when they've had the advantage most of this period.
Yeah.
Dropped in low. It will be taken by Zach Johnson. He gets deflected on his attempt by Anderson. It's cleared out to center. 23 seconds remaining in it. Still a 6-0 lead by ISU, all coming in the first period.
Good play by Drew Carlson there, taking away the pass in front of the net.
Here's Halanto. Gives it to Johnson. Left side, he gets around Purdy. Up the middle, intercepted and cleared by Missouri State. Power play is essentially over. And now everybody at full strength. Uglum will send it into the zone, but it's cleared by Purdy. Out to center, the Ice Bears break a 2-on-1. Here's DeMarco. DeMarco waits, he shoots, he hit the post. DeMarco hit the post, and it careened right past the goaltender and through. And boy, that's the goalie's best friend unless it's against your team. Puck in the zone of the Ice Bears, taken by DeLuca. It'll go to the far side, and the Ice Bears have control. Now for Missouri State getting his stick chop, we're going to get a penalty as Gievers' stick was chopped, and then Westcott gets pushed into a stick also. And we get a penalty. It's a slashing call. And wait a second, the official is looking at Westcott.
I think he said something to him. Westcott got that stick caught up in his legs, and he didn't like that, so he kind of threw it down into the corner a little bit.
And the official is going to give him a penalty for it.
Easy.
Because he was looking at him the whole time. Yeah, he's motioning. He pushed the stick away.
He's pushing the stick away.
But
is he? I don't. There's only one penalty up on the board.
Maybe he's giving him a warning. Yeah. Okay. So 3:25, the time of the penalty, and it will go against Preston Blanick.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he's telling him he's got to stay out there. I'm not sure.
I'm not either, but we know that it's a power play for Missouri State. That's the good thing. Face off in the ISU zone. Puck is taken and cleared past Anderson all the way down.
Yeah, Westcott went out and got a change right when the puck was dropped, so I guess the ref told me he had to stay out there. I've never seen that before.
Tell you what, I'll take that if I don't get a penalty.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if it's in my own defensive end, or my own end where my bench is. Here's Gievers to Hoagland. And the Icebears work the power play. 1:34 remaining. High slot, Brown, drive into the midsection of Gedeke, and he'll hold on. So Missouri State, Troy, they're working the power play well. They're getting opportunities, much better opportunities than they had yesterday.
Yes.
But they're just not getting really players in front of the net. They're getting shots, but they're not getting tips. They're not getting players in front of the net. And they've had the advantage here most of this period. And I hate to say it, but when it's a 6-0 lead, why not take some chances?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think you're going to have to start. I mean, for a goal to happen now, it's got to be a gritty, but just work hard goal. Get a bounce that goes your way and then go from there.
Anderson worked hard to deflect the puck away from Drew Carlson, and the Icebears have control. In front of the ISU bench, it'll go to Gievers. He'll tip it in and chase it all the way down. Second period intermission, we will talk with Connor Millard on the bus, another segment. Puck is chipped away by DeMarco. He's trying to move the puck. Officials let it play, and finally it's dug out. Ryan Hoagland now to DeMarco. Chips it over to Hoagland. Left face-off circle. Right through the slot. It'll go to the near side. Now as along the goal line, it's Gievers to give it up to DeMarco. DeMarco backhand right side to Hoagland, and it gets deflected as coming in to move it away was John Severson. But it's taken by Anderson. Now for the Icebears with 32 seconds remaining in the power play. 2 minutes remaining in the period. Now we have an Icebear falling down. That is DeMarco. DeMarco trying to pick up the stick, and he's going to go to the bench. I don't know what happened there, if he got his stick caught up or not, but he is quickly going to the bench. Now here's a drive-in save. DeMarco is down on the bench. He is hurting, and I don't know if it's the wind knocked out of him or what. Here's Brown, high slot. It's blocked in front. Power play with 10 seconds remaining. It'll go to Brown once again on the near side boards. Taken away and cleared. He is on the bench. We'll keep an eye on him. And the Icebears cannot afford any more injuries. Puck across the line in the Missouri State zone. Jake Brunn. Brunn behind the net. It is to Brunn at the near side boards, low along the goal line. It'll come behind to Chase Ray out of St. Peters, Missouri. Ray gets checked. Now with 59 seconds remaining in the period. 6-0 ISU. Cyclones with control of the puck. Dug out right face-off circle. Shot high from Chase Ray. May have been deflected over the net. Now Ray with it one more time. Gives it to Halanta. Halanta, what a move to Ray. Right side, save Davis. Oh boy, was that an amazing move by Euro Halanta. Looked like he was going to pass and saw the man in the open right face-off circle, Chase Ray. Boy, was that a play. And Davis was Johnny on the spot to see that one too.
The old fake slap shot pass. Yep, no, that was a great play. How tall is number 10? I don't.
Halanta, he's listed at 5'6". Even with skates on, he's not 5'6".
No way. He is a small guy. His first 3 steps are explosive.
Well, he's from Finland, and Turku, Finland. Puck comes in to the left face-off circle. It's outside the zone, and Halanta will come back and set things up. I mean, I hate to say it, but he looks like a peewee out there.
He
He is
does,
so
man.
small, but yet
He does.
don't let his size fool you. Here's a drive in that Davis had to fight off the stick of Uglum. Tony Uglum with the shot. Puck is off of Halanta, and it's out to center. Here come the Ice Bears, and it will be Brendan Huber. Huber trailed the puck, but it didn't follow him, and with 8 seconds to go, it will be the Ice Bears with control. Fuller to send it in, and that should do it for the period. It was a good period. You take away the 6 goals in the first period, and a very good period for both teams. The Ice Bears mostly on the power play. In the second period, the Cyclones were assessed 6 penalties, and the Ice Bears on the power play were not able to score. They are 0 for 7. The Cyclones 2 for 4, and that's where the difference in this game is right now on the power play. All goals in the first period. Adam Alcott, Tony Uglum, Preston Blanick, Jake Uglum, Jake Arroyo, and John Severson, and that's been it with the scoring.
Now, when you go back in the locker room, I mean, you definitely have more morale. You definitely feeling a little better about it. But there's still that 6 goals is just eating away at you. You go in the locker room and you say, okay, better period. We played them hard. We dug and we worked hard. We got those power plays. We earned those. We just got to capitalize. So now coming back out here, it'll be 5-on-5 again, and you're just going to get the puck in deep. Keep them off the scoreboard because this next goal is huge. I know it's a 6-0 game, but it is huge for just morale and a little bit of pride.
And we talked about that. You're still looking for it. When I said start of the period, how important is it for Missouri State to get that goal? They haven't had it yet, but neither have the Cyclones.
Exactly.
So you look into this third period. I don't believe if we go to the record books that the Ice Bears have scored more than 6 goals in a third period.
It's tough. But Cyclones did it in one period. They scored 6 in the first period, so it can be done. It can definitely be done.
Well, the Ice Bears trail 6-0, but they do have a man on the ice tonight who has played a lot of minutes along with Brendan Anderson and Bobby Brown, and that's Connor Millard, who came over from Lindenwood D1, and he has seen his fair share of fast hockey. We'll talk to Connor Millard on the bus in just a moment. It is a 6-0 lead for ISU at Ames ISU Ice Arena over Missouri State. We'll be back.
Hi, my name's Scott Morris. I own Falstaff's Local. It's the new hockey bar in town. You're missing out if you don't come and watch some Blues games down here. You'll also be able to hear the sound of all the games. And we're located between the Hers building and the movie theater on Park Central West. We have a limited but great menu. We're open for lunch. We are the hockey bar, so come and watch all the hockey games. We're going to cover MSU Ice Bears, the Springfield Express, and we may have some big-time NHL players show up. We are installing a train whistle down here. I think we're the only ones in town that are daring to do that. Please come and see us at Falstaff's The Hockey Bar. Thanks a lot. I will see you soon.
Welcome back. We're on the bus with Connor Millard, sophomore, 6 foot, what are you about, 230 or so from Gilbert, Arizona. And Connor, you finally got a chance to get out on the ice and really get out there to play. And in yesterday's game, you were all over the ice. Did you kind of have a point to prove, maybe?
No point. I mean, everyone's going out, work their tail off. And the first 2 games, there was an issue with, accepting transferred grades. And so I didn't have the opportunity to play. The next weekend I was struggling with the flu, so I didn't really get that much playing time. Still a little bit sick, still trying to fight it. Only got sick about 4 times during the game, but everyone has their role. Everyone's got to go out there and do their role to the best of their ability, and I gave it as much as I was able to give, and score didn't end up with how we wanted it, but I feel everyone put in a lot of hard work and effort, and where we lack in certain skills at a lot of these D1 teams that have been established for quite some time. We make up with the hard work. We got a lot of young guys, and everyone's out there working their tail off, and you can't ask for anything more.
Just a sophomore, but you've seen your fair share of games, especially with Lindenwood. You come over from a program that has a reputation. Now Missouri State's getting that reputation of being a team that people have to look out for. But for you to be on the ice the way you are, of course, on a line with Alex Turin and Andrew Kovacic, the number 2 line there. You got to say that people look up to you and look up to your line. And have you kind of been that leader now for some of these players?
I think everybody looks up to the next line. I mean, you aren't going to get better unless you look up to that next line and say, I want to be in that position next weekend or next semester or next year. Growing up when I first started playing with the Peoria Mustangs, North American Tier 3 Hockey League, that was it. You had to basically beat up the line in front of you to better yourself and to better them. Coming from Belleville to here, and you say the reputation, a lot of it has to do with, I'm kind of losing my train of thought right now, but...
We don't have to touch on that. What I wanted to touch on was just the fact that, coming over here just as a sophomore, you do have that leadership quality and that ability to lead a team, and that's a positive that this team needs right now.
I appreciate that. I mean, everyone's got their role. I think the younger guys look up to me because, quite a few of us have played in high level junior hockey. A bigger guy. I've been in their shoes. I've been in the shoes where all I was able to do was fight, and then the following season I would work on other things, which I had talked with quite a few of the rookies on the team, and I told them to focus on 3 things. I was told this by Gene Guitrudel, the head coach, probably the greatest coach I ever had growing up. You have to focus on 3 things, and those 3 things you have to be the best at every time you step on the ice. And once you get those down pat, then you work on something else. Because if you don't get those 3 things done, you try to do more than you're capable of doing, that's when they start scoring goals. That's when mistakes start happening. That's when we start to lose. And I've been in their shoes, and I think that's why I'm able to relate to them and talk to them in a certain way that they can respect where I'm coming from, because I've been there before, rather than yelling down their throat and saying this is how it's going to be.
What 3 things are those that they need to focus on?
Everyone's different. For me, my skating ability. I'm 99% of the time I'm faster than everybody on the ice. So my speed is huge for me, as well as a team. I tend to try to stay in the right position to make the smarter plays rather than trying to be the finesse player. I know for a fact I'm not a finesse player. Try to make the smarter plays, hard passes, tape to tape, hard forecheck, be the first one back, and that's what I have to do. And if the opportunity arises for me to score a goal, I'm going to try that. But I'm not going to go out of my way to do something to be the type of player that I'm not.
Talking with Connor Millard of Missouri State, and Connor, I know that you are not on the scoreboard yet, but your play shows that on the ice it's going to happen eventually. And we mentioned yesterday's game, you were all over defensively, offensively. There was a point where you got beat, but you came back, you played the position well, and you were able to break up a pass in the defensive zone. So obviously you can recognize things like that, and the scoring will come, right?
Goals will come. That's the last thing I'm focused on. Like I said, I've talked to the rookies about, you have to play your role. You play your role, the goals will come. If you go looking for the goals, you're going to have a terrible night, because not everybody scores. That's a falling suit. You're not going to score every game. If I end up with 1 point and I play my role perfectly and we come out on top, that's perfect. If I come out with 50 points and we come out on top, that's perfect. But first things first, we have to do everything right in the game. We've got to win. That's number 1 priority.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot here only because this is something that you had said, that you are an alligator wrestler. All right, is that true or is that not true?
What do you think?
I think maybe a small, like a 12-inch alligator possibly, but I don't know. You tell me.
12-inch alligator. I mean, you gotta wrestle with that daily, but of course, whatever people believe in their hearts. If you believe I'm an alligator wrestler, I'm an alligator wrestler.
I see how you motivate players now. You make them believe things that maybe are not possible, but they are possible in your mind, right?
That can be taken as funny or serious, but a lot of, you gotta you got to tackle every day with the impossible. I mean, you can't not think anything's possible, because once you start putting limitations on your abilities, that's when people start failing. That's when people lose the confidence. That's when people don't play their role to the best of their ability. So no matter who it may be, if it's myself and I say, I don't feel very fast today, if I just eat away at that and I don't focus on something else, then we're going to get beat mentally, and once we get beat mentally, we're done physically. So everyone's got to have that hope and desire and possibility of being the best. Because once you stop, what's the purpose of living? You got to keep going for it. You got to keep going for it.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot here. So you have the opportunity to attend the NHL All-Star Game. You're a VIP. You get everything taken care of. The best seats in the house. But you have to play for a national championship in Division I. Which do you take?
Oh, that's easy. I'd be playing a national championship Division I hockey game. I mean, I'm not big on hockey, watching it, because I like to play hockey. I want to be out there. No seat is worth a national championship title.
Spoken like a true hockey player who obviously gets the sport. Even though you'd pass up something phenomenal, you probably wouldn't have another shot at, right?
Absolutely.
We know that, or I know that you're a marketing major, and that's one of the things that you want to do. So I'll ask you this question: what do you want to be when you grow up?
Well, typical answer that I really want to be is a hockey player. I want to grow up, with people looking up to me and saying, I want to be like him. I want to be that hockey player. So, of course, I want to put on that NHL jersey and say, that's me. Everyone's saying, oh, we're at a certain point where we can't be. We're too old. We're too slow. We're too whatever it may be. But I'm a dreamer, and that's what I want to be. So that's my number one priority. And when hockey becomes not a possibility for me, I want to follow in my dad's footsteps in the aeromedical business.
There we go. Connor Miller joining us here on the bus. Connor, thanks so much, and good luck the rest of the season.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
The Ramada Oasis Hotel and Convention Center is the preferred hotel of the Ice Bears, with 173 guest rooms, jacuzzi suites, large convention space areas, indoor swimming pool, hot tub, and more. Looking for a hot spot with cool cuisine? Visit the Fire and Ice restaurant, with Springfield's only ice bar and dinners prepared by Springfield's best culinary chefs. The Ramada Oasis Hotel and Fire and Ice at 2546 North Glenstone, on the web at ramadaoasis.com.
Back at Ames ISU Ice Arena, Steve Cass and Troy Cody. Thanks for joining us on Web Sports Radio. And the camera crew of ISU, want to thank them for letting us tune into their video feed. And they are doing Chuck-a-Puck right now. It's a different Chuck-a-Puck than I think I've seen.
It is.
And I don't know if we can get the cameraman to kind of film over there at the Chuck-a-Puck, and so viewers at home can see what is going on.
It's about a 10-15 foot toss.
Yeah, they have a lot of folks, and I don't know if they have to toss it on the mat or what have you, but they're doing it. It's a little bit easier, I would think, than trying to hit center ice.
I definitely think it's a little. Oh, someone landed right on it.
Right on the mat. See if we can catch public address announcer Chris LeJeune if he's talking about it. I guess not. All we know is that somebody landed on the mat.
Ooh, little Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah, they win something.
Great rolls. Great rolls.
Ah, I see. If they land on the mat, they win a gift card. So 2 people, I think, gets a gift card.
Wow.
Had I known, I would have went out there.
I know. I mean, yes.
That would have been pretty fun. Oh, not good, not good. Just saw
down
someone
goes
fall.
Cyclone. Oh, that's wet too. I mean, that is so wet.
Now, that's when you want to be on skates.
Yeah. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad she didn't get hurt. But, oh, man, her backside's going to be a little wet.
Yeah, you always want to make sure that you don't bang your head either. That's not good. Like on the bus when we were watching Youngblood on the way up. And, of course, the famous scene with
Oh, who is that?
Patrick Swayze,
Yeah,
who falls down. Helmet gets knocked off and can't play anymore.
Alrighty.
But these teams here, they're ready to play as ISU makes their way onto the ice. Missouri State now finds their way onto the ice, and had a chance to talk with head coach Bob Bucher. And the issue with Jamie DeMarco, or James DeMarco actually, as he likes to be called. I like to call him Jamie. He likes to be called James.
Either way.
Of course, he's had shoulder issues, and I think when we saw him hit the stanchions earlier, that kind of messed his shoulders up a little bit.
Did it?
Because he was coming off the ice. He wasn't holding his wrist. He was having his shoulders down.
Okay.
And I think that's what had happened. So he quickly got to the other side of the bench, didn't want to move, just wanted to keep his shoulders solid. And he's okay, according to head coach Bob Bucher.
Great.
He will play.
Good.
Bottom line with that.
Alrighty.
Second thing that Bucher said was he feels, and I think you and I may agree, probably the best period of hockey the Ice Bears have played this season.
Yes, definitely was stronger. Definitely kind of matched up very well. Like I said earlier, they created those power plays. And although they didn't capitalize, they still got shots. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for just opportunities and see what we can do here in the third period.
Ice Bears with some forechecking pressure in the zone of ISU, centered by Ryan Hoagland, intercepted by Iro Halanto. Come the other way across the line into the Ice Bears zone. John Severson, he'll chase it down. DeMarco back on the ice, puts a check on his man. Now DeMarco will sweep it to the far side boards. Connor Miller's there, drops in low to Bobby Brown, intercepted, taken by ISU. A backhander by Drew Carlson, nothing doing, so he'll just hold on to it. Cross ice, give it to Halanto. Iro Halanto, all 5'4" of him. I'm going to call him 5'4". He's pretty short there with even skates, and the puck is cleared out to center. That's what it is. They have him at 5'6" with skates on.
With skates.
There you go. 19:13 remaining in the period. But you know what? He's been just a standout.
Oh yeah.
For the Cyclones in these two games.
Yeah, he's a key part of their defense, no doubt.
Halanto steps that is around his like number 10 of Alex Turin for Missouri State. Low on the goal line, Turin and Halanto battle. Coming in is Kovacic to dig it out. It is up the middle, and it is swiped out by DeMarco, stays in, but taken away by ISU. Across the line, the Ice Bears want to change. Here comes Zach Johnson. Johnson with it. He will get interfered with in the far side boards. Stick is lost. That's DeMarco's. Comes behind the net. Purdy can't pick it up. It's up the middle, and it'll be taken by Corey Sellers. Left side, he shoots. Glove save Davis as he got the snapshot off with Zach Johnson falling down in front. Face off in front of Davis. 18:28 to go in the period.
Good hold by Davis.
You know, he sees to see the puck very well, even through traffic. That's been his plus this season. Travis Barrett for Missouri State, Chase Ray for ISU, and Ray to win it, but the Ice Bears control it. Purdy to the far side, falling down is Barrett. Puck is cleared out to center, and a low hit as getting underneath it was Westcott. And he'll have control of the puck. Flip it in past the linesman. It'll be Barrett to chase. Steps around Michael Addison. Behind the net, Ice Bears still try to control it. 18:10 to go. They trail 6-0. Puck is out to center. ISU with it. And swept all the way down by Chase Ray. Into the zone to Westcott. Chipped out of the zone now. And the Ice Bears had it. Huber couldn't pick it up. A delayed offside for ISU. The Ice Bears will have control. Missouri State quickly up to Huber. He will tip it in, and Ryan Hoagland to chase. So the Ice Bears with Brendan Huber, Ryan Hoagland, and now
Huber's struggling. I think he was on the last shift. He just hasn't been able to get that change yet.
Yeah, it is a far side pass and trying to see if he can do it, but he's picking up the puck. Now he finally will go to the bench, although he's going to have to make it quick. Puck across the line in the Ice Bears zone. Tony Uglum behind the net, centered in front. It gets deflected up by Bobby Brown and out. Here's a break. Connor Millard. He will come in on the left side, gets control of the puck. Millard, he shoots, and a save by Godicke. He was able to block off most of that left side. And
that's a hard angle.
It is a hard angle. Matt Godicke, he's about 6'6", and he was able to block everything down. As Connor Millard just had trouble with the puck. You kind of get the feeling if he was able to get it cleanly on his stick, he might have been able to break in all alone.
Absolutely.
High slot, Bobby Brown shoots, loose puck, rebound, it's loose again, and it was underneath the swipe of Millard. We come the other way. Across the line, right to left into the Ice Bears zone. Taken by Kramer. Cody Kramer out of Sioux City, Iowa. The freshman, believe it or not, banks it off the boards, playing like he's a senior. Puck is deflected in front of Davis, taken by Anderson, and he'll clear it out to center to Ryan Hoagland, who sweeps it all the way into the ISU zone. Full line change for Missouri State. 16:49 to go in the period. Puck comes to the corner. Now the Ice Bears are hitting. DeMarco with Huber, and it's hit back into the ISU zone. Cyclones with Hiro Halanto. Halanto to his defenseman and Jake Uglum. Uglum gets hit. And guess who's doing the hitting? It's DeMarco, who came off the ice, and he swipes it back into the zone.
Looks like we're going to get a penalty here on the Bears for slashing.
And it's probably DeMarco who swiped the puck in. And I'm not sure if he's going to like this one, a delayed call, but it's a 2-on-1, and it stays onside. Right side, trying to get it to the Alex Stevens' stick on the right side. Now we get a man down. That's DeMarco. And
slid into the boards very hard.
Let's hope he's okay. He's been the one that has had a hard time with his shoulders, and I think he'll be all right. But unfortunately, going into the penalty box will be Brendan Huber for Missouri State.
Time to kill it off, boys. Time to kill it off here.
Power play number 5 for the Cyclones. Steve Casson, Troy Cordy, and the video broadcast crew of Iowa State joining you here. I want to again thank them for letting us tap into their camera feed here tonight. Puck continues, and Sellers with a shot. It hit the crossbar. It deflected off of Davis, I think, and then hit the top of the crossbar. Here's Sellers again. Left side, tries to get around Torin. He does. Sellers low along the goal line. Behind the net, nobody there. It'll be moved to the corner to Jake Brunn. Now high slot, deflected wide off the stick of Jake Arroyo. It's behind the net. Tony Uglum centered and intercepted by Missouri State. Cleared out by Kovacic. Andrew Kovacic to chase it down. Cannot get in front of the sweep check of Jake Arroyo. Left to right across the line into the Ice Bears zone. Arroyo with the shot high and wide. Far side boards. Now to Tony Uglum. Uglum drops it in low. Chased by Missouri State and Anderson. To Bobby Brown, who slaps it to the left point. It's off the skate of Arroyo, and it's out to center. Small change for the Cyclones. Now moved in by Corey Sellers. Sellers looking for his first goal. 3 assists on the season. Far side boards dropped in low. Spinning around once again is Acevedo, and it is held in by Acevedo. Right face-off circle. Brunn with a shot, and it may have been Anderson that slid right through to block it. Far side behind the boards now. Bobby Brown with a high check on Jake Brunn. Play continues. Right side to Halanto. He'll drop it in low. Now get a return pass. He's high slot, drops it in low. Open net. Drive, save, Davis. The open net, and Chase Ray got the shot. Davis makes the save. Now we got fisticuffs. Anderson's in there for Missouri State. Westcott for the Ice Bears. Hoagland just trying to pull everyone apart, and a couple of Cyclones. Now Hoagland gets moved away, and Hoagland's going to go. And now we have extracurriculars. Can't see who the Cyclone players are. I believe one of them is Aaron Acevedo. He gets back up, and there is one down.
No helmet. I don't think he has his helmet now. I think
That's
that's Chase Ray.
Yeah, it is Chase Ray. But we know one of the penalties will be called against Ryan Hoagland. Or are they going to get Bobby Brown instead?
I think Bobby kind of got him in a headlock there after he just protecting the goalie, though. Hopefully they're coincidentals. Hopefully they line up, but there was definitely some punching and whatnot going on.
Bobby Brown and Zach Johnson looks like will be in the box. Now remember, there's 24 seconds left in Brendan Huber's penalty. And when that expires, if it's coincidentals, here at 14:34, we will be back to 5-on-5.
I think maybe Bobby might just get one. I would think. I mean, they had to. I think Chase Ray did something pretty bad if they got him like that. I think he might have slashed Davis on the glove there a little bit after the play.
So the only penalty to Bobby Brown or the additional penalty to Bobby Brown.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Unless he got a 10. And that's where it really hurts you too. You'd rather give up the 10 just to have the the 5-on-5. Even though you lose a player for 10, but then now you have to deal with a 2-minute penalty, and now it will be for 2 minutes, for actually 24 seconds, a 2-man advantage.
Davis is confused too. He's saying, wait, why? Yeah, they're a little yeah.
And the Ice Bears want an explanation. Head coach Bob Bucher wants an explanation.
Yeah, there's a fine line between that discipline of protecting your goalie and then just not being smart about it.
Officials say play, so we do. And now with a 2-man advantage, it's Sellers with it. It'll go to the right face-off circle to Brunn. High slot tipped nicely by Turin out to center. So in 8 seconds, it'll be power play number 6 for the Cyclones. And they move the puck across the line, left side to Uglum. He shoots, and Davis will hold on. So now it's another power play, a 5-on-4 for 133 this time.
It's kind of like the second period. We just kind of swapped roles here. MSU being on the penalty kill for most of this period so far.
Ryan Holt going to take the draw from Acevedo, and Aaron Acevedo sees the draw come back into the ISU end. 14 minutes left in the period, and a 6-0 lead for Iowa State, ranked number 7 in the ACHA coaches poll for this week. The good thing is the coaches portion of it is up after this week. Then we go to computer rankings, and things may even out. Here's a shot from the high slot, more to the right side. Corey Sellers gets it through traffic, and it is 7-0.
Yeah. Right there just proves, I mean, just a little body in front. I mean, I think it was a wrist shot, just a little wrist shot from the point, and just getting bodies in front of Davis. It caused some confusion, and Davis wasn't able to see it.
And that's the one thing we talked about that Missouri State has not been able to do, is get those bodies in front.
Yeah, exactly. That's a hard goal to swallow there. You know, you've been playing well this second period and part of this first period, or part of this last period, killing penalties, but now you just got to stick it out. You play with pride and you be smart. You don't do anything stupid.
Go ahead, finish your thought, sorry.
Yeah, no, just don't do anything stupid and be smart about what you do.
3 power play goals for the Cyclones. They are 3, 4, 6 on the power play. Can't argue with 50%. And now a little bit of additional confusion. And again, Jamie DeMarco with his shoulders, he's down behind the bench, having a hard time with things. Play continues.
For Corey Sellers. From number 14, Jake Brune, and number 17, Aaron Acevedo.
That's the call as Sellers with the power play goal. Brune and Acevedo with the assist. Now with 13:06 to go in the period, fans are getting a little into this game now. Play continues with Joseph DeLuca. He'll steal the puck. It'll go to Blahnik. Now Preston Blahnik has his pass out to center, and the Ice Bears will regroup. They'll change lines. Now Bobby Brown loses his stick. Anderson comes in to check. It'll go to Nick Sandy. And it's next not Sandy, that's actually Joseph DeLuca. We come the other way. That's 16, not 6. Ice Bears with it. Ryan make that Andrew Kovacic with the puck. It's deflected to Gievers. Now to Kovacic behind the net. It'll go to Alex Turin. Turin with it. Turin looks and keeps it onside. Turin moves across to the right side. Turin off the back of the wall gets a shot off. It'll go to Christian Kuzo. Kuzo will drop it in low, swing it around now to Nick Sandy on the ice, and Sandy will intercept for ISU. Comes to Cody Ryder. Ryder's pass intercepted, and the Ice Bears have control. Trying to stick it in front was Kovacic, but Sandy was there to kick it off his skates. Now in front, Gievers drive, and a save by Godeke. As the Ice Bears work the puck in really well, Troy. And
definitely. A little bit of spark there.
Yeah, and the goaltender comes up big. Yeah, you think you've got something going. And honestly, I thought Godeke was looking to his right, but he stayed there with the glove all the way.
Yeah. No, that's good pressure. That's good. Kovacic had a great shift there, getting in deep, working hard, beating his defenseman to the puck, and got a good pass and good shot on goal.
Off the draw, the Ice Bears to win it again. It will be sent by Brian Fuller around the net to the near side. Kuzo cannot hold it, and it's flipped out to center where it's Barrett who lost it, and Fuller's back to get control, enough for Barrett to steal the puck and send it out to center. 11:44 remaining in the period. As it comes to Kuzo, he'll bank it off the glass. Held in, though, by Jake Uglum. Sends it in, drive, save. Davis, far side boards, and another big hit by the Ice Bears. Westcott puts one on. Fuller does, too, but it's taken by Drew Carlson. Carlson, high. We're going to get a delayed call against Missouri State. They touch it up, and it will be a penalty. It's a tripping call, and another power play. This time, it will go to Iowa State.
Yeah, just working hard, getting that active stick. Got caught up in the legs of, I don't know who it was, but Westcott delivered a pretty big hit and then just took an unfortunate penalty.
This one coming at 11:23. It is a tripping call. Power play number 7 for the Cyclones. They are 3 for 6. Hoagland cannot win the draw from Kramer, although the Ice Bears do control the puck. Purdy is dragged down. Puck sails high, stays in the zone. Uglum's there, and a nice deflection as Davis is able to make the save. It was Connor Millard who came in, and he was able to make the shooter shoot a little bit sooner than he wanted to, and Davis was able to gobble it up. 1:50 remaining in the power play.
Bobby Brown and number 22 are getting in a little bit here. 2 big slashes earlier.
Yeah, Colton Kramer.
Penalty right off the draw here. Must be on the Bears.
It is against the Ice Bears. Play continues. They get the goaltender out, and it's touched up. Another penalty. It's a slashing call. The Ice Bears are digging themselves into a hole now. 9 penalties, 18 minutes, and if they are not careful, they're going to get more. Think you see the frustration coming out now?
A little bit. I think it's starting to get a little chippy here. But I mean, I would be frustrated too. You worked hard in that second period, and you really pushed for a goal, and you just couldn't get one. But you got to keep your cool here. You got to keep your discipline. The last thing you want is to not be able to play next weekend, just because of a dumb penalty or something, being stupid. Got to let that frustration get out a little bit, but be smart.
Austin Purdy called for slashing, so it's a 2-man advantage for 141 for ISU. And the Cyclones with control again. Jake Arroyo drops it in low. Right face-off circle comes back from Bruin to Arroyo. Left side to Sellers. Arroyo now into Bruin. Back to Arroyo. Sellers. Arroyo right side. Low to Bruin. Still playing catch in the exact same way. Now Arroyo with a drive. And it gets deflected. Helped by Uglum. Now to Sellers. Low to Uglum. Right side. Arroyo, or make that Bruin with a shot. And Davis was able to deflect it wide. May have been going wide anyway. 1:06 to go in the power play. Left side to Sellers. Drops it in low. Uglum now in front. Drive missing wide off the shot from Arroyo. It'll go to the near side. Arroyo gets it again. Left side to Sellers. Arroyo in low to Brunn. Back to Arroyo. He shoots. Blocker save Davis. It is deflected. Bobby Brown can't clear it. Another shot save Davis as it came off the stick of Tony Uglum. Uglum has it again. It hits a skate. Sellers on the power play. 2-man advantage. Dropped in low off the stick of Aaron Acevedo. Now behind the net. Moving around is Brunn to Acevedo. Here's a drive missing wide by Arroyo. Far side boards to Sellers. 24 seconds remaining in the 2-man advantage. Ice Bears backing in. It will go to Arroyo, and it's deflected up and out of play.
Off the bar, I think that was.
Yeah, and may have.
Yeah, the PK, the 3-man triangle looked pretty well that first 30 seconds or so. It kind of got broken up a little bit, which is what you want to do in the power play. You want to get those little 2-on-1s, those little 3-on-1s down low or up high. Single a man out and really try to work it through him. But keep it tight and really just try to get your body in those lanes.
Face off the right of Davis. in relief for Mitch Fernsler. Fernsler gave up 6 goals in the first period. And with a 7-0 game, obviously Davis here in the third giving up 1 goal on the power play, but played the second period spotless. So we'll do it again. Zach Johnson cannot, well, he does win the draw from Jamie DeMarco, who's back out there again. Now on the penalty kill, drops in low, loose puck, and it went through the slot. And now we get a whistle and a stoppage in play as Alex Stevens got an opportunity and right in front, and I assume it's a stoppage in play for the net being dislodged.
I think so.
Because there were no penalties called.
I think so.
9:23 to go in the third period. Steve Casson, Troy Cordy, and the broadcast crew of Iowa State letting us use their video feed tonight. Puck to Halanto. He moves in low, now right side to Ray. Halanto will move it into the corner. Drive save Davis from the left side off the stick of Jake Uglum. And Davis holds on.
Back to one-man advantage for 9 seconds here, so hopefully a little 5-on-5 action. Get back to rolling those lines. I know when these penalties come, it really disrupts the line flow. You're rolling 3 to 4 lines, and these penalties come, and you have your set man, and we even got Davis dancing a little bit here. Good spirits.
Yep. As you can see, Justin Davis having a lot of fun out there, doing the Cotton Eye Joe. He's doing it while the play is getting ready to continue. So having a lot of fun, and off the draw, it'll drop to the corner. Now sent to the near side, chased by Joseph DeLuca. Now a high hit is applied by Turin on Adam Alcott. Maybe some payback for earlier on. Battle low along the goal line. Officials let things play. Power play is over. 8:52 to go in the third. Ice Bears trail by 7. Puck to the point to Halana. A high slot drive. Save Davis. It's behind the net. It'll go to Planek. Preston Planek. Now to Halana. Right face-off circle. He'll drop it in low and chase. Halanto with it. Back behind the net. Looking in front to Alcott. In front, hit the bar as the shot from DeLuca hit the bar. Now another one. Drive score. Wow. This one from Jake Uglum. And it's in the net.
What a drive.
Nothing you can do when your goaltender's best friend saves you twice, but the third one goes in. That is the second goal of the game by Jake Uglum.
Just got caught wandering a little bit. I mean, back to that, you got the man advantage back, and I think maybe the lines might have been messed up. No, maybe people didn't know which position they were playing, but when that happens, you got to just go home. Go home, get your box, and then go back out.
An 8-0 game, which the way the Ice Bears have been playing, quite frankly, could be and should be a different game. Ice Bears steal the puck.
From number 10, Aero Hulanto, and number 16, Joseph DeLuca.
That's your assist there from public address announcer Chris Auger. It is I believe that was a power play goal too, wasn't it? At 8:20, no, it was.
It was close.
I believe.
I think we just got that. Yeah, we just got that guy back.
Yeah, it had expired, so it's an even strength goal. Meanwhile, at the blue line, we get a couple of players, Kovacic and Alex Stevens, running into each other. The Ice Bears with control again. Here is Bobby Brown on the left side. It hits Gievers, and he'll have to come back and chase it. So a lot of action. Finally, it takes a couple of periods, but the Ice Bears finally do some hitting as Brown's shot is stopped by the goaltender Godeke.
Good pressure, though. Bad bounce there. Brian trying to get a shot on goal, hitting Gievers. But just keep working, At this point, it is going to be a lot harder to come back. You got 7 minutes left, but it's all about keeping that pride, being smart and working hard.
Face off to the right of Godeke, and off the draw. ISU with another face-off win. Far side boards. Colton Kramer, it's cleared out to center, and a 3-on-3 developing. Nice play by Austin Purdy to break it up. Stays at center. And it will be Acevedo for ISU. Fanning on it was Nick Sandy partially in front of the Ice Bears bench. And it's DeMarco gets a stick up high, nothing doing. Now DeMarco will stand in front of his man, but a shot comes off the stick of Uglum and a blocker saved by Davis. Missouri State with control of the puck. Huber lost it at center. And ISU recovers. Sellers in his own zone all the way down. No icing. It's been waved off. 6:30 remaining in this third period. Next weekend, Missouri State 3 games. In fact, both teams at home. I know your Division III team at home for the first time this season. And they play the JV division squad of Lindenwood Belleville. Meanwhile, we get Jamie DeMarco, who's a little upset with Tony Uglum. And DeMarco picks up his stick. Uglum punches him, and now we get some pushing and shoving. And we should get both. Now, fans reacted to the whistle stopping, and Connor Millard put a little hit on Halanto.
I don't know, it might have been Hoagland. Hoagland might have.
Was it Hoagland?
Slew-footed someone. I don't know what happened. Uh-oh, someone's going now.
DeMarco's gone.
DeMarco?
They just kicked him out.
Yep.
He's not happy with the official. It's a roughing call.
Yeah, Booker wants the other one gone too. He's saying if my guy goes, the other guy needs to go too.
Because he was skating away and was hit while he had his back to the player. So you're going to have to find an argument in favor of head coach Bob Booker in that respect.
Just being smart here. Frustrations are high. Everything's really running high right now. You're just, at this point, you're like, man. But you just got to keep going and be smart.
For the most part, yes, 2 goals by ISU in this period. But even though, you still have to like the way the last 2 periods have panned out for Missouri State. Obviously, it's a 60-minute game. You hope that you can play 60 minutes. But maybe it's something that the Icebears can build off of. And I was mentioning earlier about being at home next weekend. So it's Colorado on Thursday for Missouri State, and then Lindenwood Belleville for 2 games on Friday and Saturday. And again, the Division III squad will play on Friday and Saturday against Lindenwood Belleville's JV squad.
Exactly, yeah. It'll be a good test for, I think, both teams. I'm not sure how that Colorado team is, but I can imagine being pretty strong. And then Lindenwood Belleville always puts up a good fight. They have some very talented, skilled players.
Obviously, a lot of discussion here as to what will happen. Head coach Bob Booker still talking with referee Matt Larson. And he obviously is not happy.
No.
Shaking his head, his back to the official, which is what he's saying that happened to to DeMarco. And after all of that, we know Hoagland has 2 minutes on the board.
Definitely.
That's all we do know at this point.
I think the little tussle at center ice was going to be coincidentals, but Hoagland, this ref barely saw it. Rats.
Well, here's the problem. If you've kicked DeLuca out, or DeMarco, if you kicked Jamie DeMarco out, is it anything more than just a 10-minute major,
Well, I don't understand why the ISU player isn't going as well. DeMarco must have said something, must have mouthed off or something like that and got the extra 10, and that's why he must be gone.
Well, let's hope it's not a game
let's hope it's not GQ. Let's hope it's just a game.
So it's the only penalty to Missouri State. Power play number 9 for the Cyclones. And off the draw, puck is tipped out by Alex Turin. Let's see if we can catch the call.
Power play.
Icebears, though, steal the puck. Here's Turin with it. He gets upended and in the corner. And meanwhile, we'll just wait for the call. But the Cyclones have control of the puck. Across the line to Kramer. He'll drop it in low, get it to Chase Ray. Now to Halanto, he hit the post. Boy, can that kid shoot. Now in front, loose, and missing it was Ray. He had to battle the bouncing puck, and he was able to hold on to it. Now Halanto with it again. He'll look for the high slot pass. He does. Chop it in low, and it's tipped over by Colton Kramer. Right side to Uglum. Drops it in low once again to Kramer. Now to Halanta. Low along the goal line. They get it in front to Ray. Now left side drive. Save Davis as it came to Uglum. And boy, did they move the puck well on that power play.
At the last second there, I think number 10 or 20 ran into Davis, and then that shot came. Davis was actually laying on his side and still gloved it. Great athletic play.
Which should have been interference, but nothing called. Still don't understand why they have not announced the penalties.
Exactly.
But at any rate, now with 4:55 to go, puck sent in low. Acevedo, power play to Jake Arroyo with 45 seconds. Switching up is Arroyo and Sellers. Now Arroyo, he shoots, save Davis through traffic. And not liking it is Anderson, as right on the doorstep was Stevens. And I really think that's more of superiority from Anderson to tell him, get out of my crease.
Exactly. Now on that penalty kill, what you see is happening is an overload running into an umbrella, and when they got that guy at top, that's the biggest thing between those two PK guys is they have to talk. One can go, one can stay, but you just have to know who's going, because it takes 2 seconds for that shot to be taken, and you just got to talk and make sure you know who's got who.
40 seconds remains. Now we get a whistle, and what do we have? We have head coach Bob Booker wanting to talk to the referee, and he says, let's play. So off the draw, won by the Cyclones. They'll move it in the left face-off circle. Brunn. Now we get a whistle and a stoppage in play, and Justin Davis isn't having any of this. Now we have some more pushing and shoving, and we've punches thrown too. Who is that without his helmet? That's Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown, yeah, getting into it.
And Brown's going to go. And Brown just got more. Already going to the penalty box. And he opens up to get more.
Can't lose your cool, but hey, protecting your goalie. You know, he got shoved into Davis and he took him down.
They do get Preston Blanick in the penalty box. He has been assessed with a penalty.
Davis gave him the old stinky glove as he was wrapped around him.
Well, I think the problem with it is Iowa State has been able all night to get in front of Davis, to stay in the crease. He has not been, not all the time, but for the majority of this game, players have not been pushed out or moved out. And I think it's finally getting frustrating.
Yeah, I saw during that last play, they were fighting their battle in front, but that kid was big old guy, and I mean, it's just hard to move bodies in front. The worst part about it is that it's so tiring. I mean, it is 20, 30 seconds of just total hard work, and it's a challenge.
Iowa State is a much bigger team.
Definitely. No, we noticed that as the D3 went on. They are bigger. They it seems like a bunch of farm boys, but they're bigger for sure. One of the bigger teams you play.
And if you look at their lineup, Michigan, Minnesota, Florida, Virginia, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Rockford, Illinois, Bellingham, Washington. So you're looking at players that are really not around this area. They're just big players.
Yeah.
Now there's 5 minutes for Bobby Brown. Now here's the thing that we don't want to have happen is any kind of disqualifications. Now 5 minutes usually comes with a game misconduct.
A game misconduct, I think that's still...
But a game misconduct is not a disqualification.
Exactly.
It counts as 15 minutes on the penalties. So we have Brown.
Looks like it's just going to be Brown there.
That means 12 penalties, 27 minutes for Missouri State, if it indeed is correct, although we have DeMarco with an additional penalty. So there's probably more on the board.
So they got a 2-minute. They got a minor, and we got a major. The worst part about that is now you are down the rest of the game with only 4:31 remaining in that 5-minute major. You are down a man for the rest of the time. It's going to be 4-on-3 for about 30 seconds. It looks like.
And then it'll be a 4-on-4.
I think it should be in the zone here.
Maybe
actually the D might have came down below the hashes.
I think so because they will face it off outside the zone, and they are not not announcing penalties anymore. So it is Colton Kramer across the line for ISU. A drive missing wide off the stick of Acevedo. Far side boards tipped away by Anderson, who has the puck now with Connor Millard. Anderson with it down the middle. Anderson fights his way through the right faceoff circle. And Anderson has played a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
It is a 4-on-4 now with less than 4 minutes remaining. And it is Millard to sweep it all the way around to the far side. Up the middle, here's a drive-in save. Davis by Sellers, and he'll hold on. It is an 8-0 lead for Iowa State.
Like I said earlier, that minute 17 left, you got 4-on-4. Just get a man, especially in the D zone. Get a man, stay with them, stay goal sides, keep that body, good body position. But I mean, there's just so much ice. You just want to take it. Once you get control of that puck, take control, set something up, get speed through the neutral zone, and really try to just catch someone else off guard.
Once again off the draw. Here's Michael Addison. He gets a shot in, a bouncer, save Davis, and tipped over the net by a high stick. Face-off will come outside the zone. So with 3:40 remaining in the third period, and the face-off will come outside the zone. Off the draw, the Ice Bears have control, and a 2-on-1. Ryan Hoagland gets it over to Connor Millard. Left side, he shoots, deflected up and out of play. So you have what in a sense are the veterans of the team really trying to make things work. Now the goal is just to see what you can do to break the shutout.
It is at this point. I mean, just to break that barrier, really just, and don't let them get another one. Don't let them get another. End the game with a strong note. If you end the game on a strong note, it's a good opportunity. You can build off that.
Off the draw, play is in the ISU zone. It is cleared out to center, and it's Severson. He'll get it across the line. Looks to Drew Carlson. Carlson sets it up. A drive by Sandy is deflected into the far side. Left face-off circle. The Ice Bears will have control. And Missouri State to set things up. Lead, breaking free, is Mitch Gievers. He's pulled down as he gets a shot off and a save by the goaltender, Godeke. He lets it go. Play continues. We come the other way. Across the line as it got just into the zone. It was deflected along the blue line. Held in by Severson. Now to Sandy. Sandy with it. Given up to Severson. He shoots. Save Davis. Now Purdy's there into the corner. Near side, once again, held in by DeLuca. He'll drop it in high. Power play is just about to start with 2 seconds remaining. The Ice Bears have it. Now they're shorthanded.
Heads up. coming out of the penalty box there.
It is power play number 9 for the Cyclones. They work it into the corner. Dropped into DeLuca. He's checked by Missouri State's Brendan Fuller. Coming in to help out is Gievers, and he clears, or make that Christian Kuzo, and it's cleared all the way down. 2:30 remaining in the major, and I believe actually that is power play number 10. Ice Bears working, or the Cyclones working on power play number 10. Puck is taken by Barrett as it gets deflected at center. It'll come to Hoagland. Barrett, though, is able to corral it. This will be no icing as it's sent back in. The Ice Bears are killing, 2:08 remaining. And in reality, the game clock takes precedence over the penalty because there's 1:32 remaining in the period. So as you mentioned earlier, the Ice Bears continue to be shorthanded barring any further penalties, but now we get a whistle and a penalty, and it's a cross check, and it goes against Barrett. Well, Missouri State leads the league Division I in penalties, and it looks like after this weekend they will continue to be the penalty leader.
Yeah, it's all about discipline, you know. I know you're frustrated right now, but you got to play with discipline. And it hurts you right now because you're trying to fight back and you're trying to do all those things, but you're playing a man down. And that's just hard to do. So go learn, and you just got to work on it. You just got to be disciplined about what you do and make sure you're being smart.
Addison will give it to Sellers on the left side. Sellers now in front. Return pass, save Davis. Rebound loose. It'll go to the corner to Addison. Working on the power play for 105. Trying to add insult to injury. Here's Sellers. He shoots, misses high and wide.
Looks like we got another penalty coming up here. I'm not sure what happened.
Missouri State. Goaltender off. Here's Sellers with it. It is now a 6-on-3.
Yep.
Puck behind the net.
Stay tight here. Stay tight.
Delayed call against Missouri State. Play continues now. The 41 seconds remaining on the clock. Puck is touched up, but it's save, rebound, Uglum, and a save by Davis. The Ice Bears touched the puck, and the play continued. It's a slashing call, but I don't know why they allowed the play to continue, even though Davis did make the save. So what this means is it is really a running penalty.
That penalty really wouldn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. But
if they were to score, the Ice Bears will still be short. But again, 36.7 seconds remaining. All that it does now is count in the penalty minutes. Off the draw again, won by Johnson. Now to Arroyo. He'll have control, high slot, it goes to Reuter. It's dropped in low, looking to jam it in was Ray. Behind the net to Anderson. Anderson tries to come out with 18 seconds, he clears it all the way down.
Great individual effort there by Anderson, clearing that puck down, fighting off 2 ISU players.
And let's not forget, he's been on the ice majority of this game too.
Exactly.
7 seconds to go in this game. Left side to Brun, he gets a last second shot, nice block by Anderson. And that'll do it for the third period. In the third period, just 2 goals on the power play. 13:36 remaining. Corey Sellers, his first of the season. The assists go to Jake Brun and to Aaron Acevedo. And it was a 7-0 game. Then with 11:33 to go in the third, Jake Uglum is fourth, second of the game. The assists go to Iro Halanto and to Joseph DeLuca, and that's where we end up. Earlier in the first period, the 6 goals for ISU include Adam Alcott, his second, Tony Uglum, his fifth, Preston Blanick, his third, Jake Uglum on the power play, his third, Jake Arroyo, his first of the season on the power play with 12:39 remaining in the first, and then 2:31 to go in the first period, John Severson, his second. And those were all the goal scoring, and they all went to Iowa State. The final score, 8-0 in favor of the Cyclones. Power plays Missouri State 0 for 7. The Cyclones 3 for 10. Still 30%, can't argue with that. But again, penalties were a problem They were not a problem for Missouri State until the third period, but regardless, you still have to look at penalty kill. You have to look at the quick goals that were scored by Iowa State. They offset what was really a good second period for Missouri State.
Yeah, no, I agree. It is a bummer that that happened, but they fought. They fought. You get opportunity out of the second period. You see see something out of there. You see you can compete at this level, which is something that we really look forward to. It's a bummer though. ISU, you got to hand it to them. I mean, both of their teams played strong. They came out fast. They came out physical, and they took it to the Ice Bears this weekend. I think Missouri State can definitely learn off this with what's happened. Just knowing that there's teams, I think it was a humbling experience. Especially, I know for the D3 team, we were feeling high. We came off our sweep at Ole Miss, and I think it's a humbling experience that we can see that, hey, each time you come out here, you can get beat. So I think it's a learning process, and get right back at it next weekend. And in practice this week, you work that much harder.
Ice Bears will be back, both teams, as we mentioned, next weekend. The Ice Bears with a Thursday game against Colorado, the Division I team that is, and then against Lindenwood Belleville for a couple of games Friday and Saturday, and the Division III team right after that on Friday and Saturday against Belleville's JV Division II squad. Well, Troy, it has been great. Thanks so much for joining me. You are welcome anytime to Beat Color, anytime you would like.
Thank you.
And we definitely appreciate it.
I appreciate the opportunity.
For Troy Cordy, I'm Steve Casson, and for the broadcast crew of ISU letting us use their feed, thanks so much for tuning in. 8-0 the final score. The Ice Bears lose. Until next week, good night, everyone.
You've been listening to Missouri State Ice Bears Hockey with your host, Steve Casson. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Ice Bears Hockey is a presentation of DS Sports Enterprises and WebSportsRadio.com.